dirty.
Harry Callahan is back. And now, he's passing out flowers in airports.
Hey, pal.
Huh?
You want to buy a carnation for your lady friend? Huh?
No thanks.
Come on, pal. Make my day.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood is Dirty Harry Krishna.
You know, in all this excitement, I don't know if I sold you 6 flowers or only 5. But seeing as how Krishna is the most powerful being in the whole universe, and he blew all my hair clean off, you gotta ask yourself one question.
What's that?
Do you like my orange smock? Well, do you, punk?
Clint Eastwood
It's just me, Smith & Wesson, and the Dalai Lama.
is Dirty Harry Krishna.
Now chanting at an airport near you.
902-560 WQ. What a great poll George took yesterday. Did you mention that I gave that to you before I left?
Over and over again.
Carlos said you never mentioned it even once.
He says a lot of things.
Never mentioned it once. That's okay. Look at all the response George had on his nifty poll yesterday.
Oh!
Because I did come in here thinking I was going to work. I have to be crazy. I have to be nuts because...
Your heart is dirty.
Right. And I did spend all day yesterday, 6 hours, over at the Cleveland Clinic. Thanks to... I'm a big Bush fan now, I should mention. That's Dr. Bush, not George W. Thanks, Doc. And they put me upside down and backward and inside out and on my side and the stress test and the... do you ever do that on the ultrasound?
I've seen the procedure like on the news.
Where you not only see your heart beating, but you actually hear... they can turn the audio up. And then there was this like that once. Oh, my God. I thought I was having a fart attack. But after all of that, after 6 hours of that, he said...
Your heart is dirty.
But it's in good shape and you're okay and get out of here. How do you like that?
Very good.
Of course, I'm not in good shape because it was something else which I told you, but, a minor thing.
Yeah.
A minor thing which we won't discuss because I don't want to go to my mother's for lunch today and have her say, "You're wearing pants that are 2 sizes too small." I spent 6 hours laying on this thing with a gown on, okay, and not the usual lovely gown that I'd be expected to wear, but just one of those medical gowns.
With the ass
I get home, 3 o'clock, and sure enough, she had called. Be sure and call as soon as I get home. And I hadn't said 5 words before it comes out, You're sick because you're wearing pants that are 2 sizes too small.
See, they didn't start out as hip.
And I said, "See you tomorrow, Mom." Click, click, bitch. Nasty, mean-spirited evildoer. I'll tell you one thing, she ought to be on the list of the evildoers. You know what?
Okay.
She is.
Got some company for her.
She's on the list with your mom,
Yeah.
evildoers. Because my pants are too tight. I don't wear the hip huggers, Ma. There was just coincidentally, maybe she's psychic. Maybe she knew that piece was going to be on the news last night about the hip huggers make you, your nerve damage and all this other crap.
Damn it. I like the hip huggers.
That's what they said. Anyway, so I'm okay. I'm back here again. George did a great job yesterday. I'm sure going to get a lot of calls about what a stupendous poll George took. And that's why I played Clint Eastwood, because he's number one.
Oh!
Which, leaves me, not that I don't like Dirty Harry. He's okay.
And it's time.
The question was, who is your all-time favorite movie character? Oh, I forgot to tell you, by the way, that today would be a real good day. It's like the middle of the week, and we got the noon to 1 comedy hour. But today, during that hour, would be a good time while you're listening in your car to go out and get some duct tape. And bottled water.
And Visqueen.
Batteries. What is it?
Visqueen. That's what you tape with the duct tape over your windows.
Visqueen?
Visqueen.
This queen?
That queen.
This queen ain't going to be doing none of that. I'll tell you that right now. Okay? I have no idea what you're talking about. And they showed a thing last night. I don't want to say we have a lot of illiterate people out there, but the company that makes I guess it's a brand name. It's called Duct Tape. Not Duct.
Right.
But Duct Tape. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Duct Tape. If you get annoyed by the Aflac spots, it's a good thing to have handy. You just put it around his beak, and then he'll wet it. Who's your all-time favorite movie character? Dirty Harry, 84. Don Corleone, 75. How depressing, is there any... But then again, you got to keep the age thing in mind.
Right. And he was middle of the pack for a while there, at least just...
Don Corleone?
Number 10 or something like that.
What a disgrace. What a freaking disgrace. I told you that we got a lot of people out there. That's why this town is so out of it. They don't know from The Godfather. And anybody who don't know from The Godfather, they don't know squat. Tony Montana from Scarface. Oh, it's going to take me a long time to go down this pool. He's got 70. James Bond 69, Darth Vader 60. Now I notice James Bond is like generic because we just asked character, not actor, actress.
Right.
Darth Vader 60. Carl Spackler, the groundskeeper, played by Bill Murray in Caddyshack, 58. Now the reason, see, you thought it was bogus. It's not bogus.
From the beginning, it was like number 3 for a while, way up there.
Because this audience of WQAM, no, they like Caddyshack. That's their favorite movie. Don't you understand?
Okay. Now that you drew me a picture, it all makes sense.
I'm just telling you, they like Caddyshack. That's their thing.
I liked it too when I was
the QAM
teenager,
thing.
when I was a child.
Anybody that would call in and ask about, the 10-year-old quarterback that's playing in Oklahoma, what kind of movie do you expect they would like?
The Natural.
Isn't that in here? Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, had 53. Lieutenant Kilgore, played by Robert Duvall on Apocalypse Now, 50, which I have no idea what that was, because I never watched it.
That's the only scene that you need to see.
I still got it.
Just fast forward to that one scene.
Okay. Indiana Jones, 49. Travis Bickle, played by Robert De Niro, Taxi Driver, 47. A very scary guy. Even scarier than Luca Brasi. Inspector Clouseau, Peter Sellers, 39. Kaiser, I don't know who this is.
It's from The Usual Suspects.
Kevin Spacey in The Usual Suspects. Kaiser Soche, verbal hint. Sosa?
Sosa.
Are you sure you're spelling that right?
So says Carlos. No.
S-O-C-E. In Italian, that would be Soche. Soche.
There it is, a Kaiser. It's like some
Kaiser
Ukrainian
Wilhelm,
character.
36. Hannibal Lecter, Sounds of the Lambs, 34. Now, how could Hannibal Lecter be beaten up by Kaiser Soche?
When we did the movie Psychos, he won.
And I'm sure you got this name wrong.
Yeah.
Not that I want to nitpick, because it was a great poll. Got over 1,000 votes. It was my poll. Anyway, Alex DeLarge, Clockwork Orange. Malcolm McDowell, 32.
No,
that was not his name.
Alexander DeLarge, trust me.
It was? Alexander DeLarge? He did have a big snake, but it was in his drawers.
Basil.
He had that big snake in his drawer, remember that? That one scene, he pulled it right out. In fact, there was another scene he did well. Jay, I can't continue.
I know.
Jay from Jay and Silent Bob had 24 votes. Jeff Spicoli, Sean Penn in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 25, which I did see that, but I don't remember him. That's how obscure he is.
One guy, the stoner.
He makes me nauseous. I can't
That's
stand
my skull.
him. Rick Blaine, Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca, 21. Captain Quint, Jaws, 21. Now, how come that Humphrey Bogart character, didn't Captain Queeg make it on here?
No. I talked about it, but...
You have to be schmitting me.
I put enough of those on my own.
Captain Queeg with the strawberries didn't make our poll?
Way better than the Rick, but they were insistent.
Good thing I wasn't here to do this poll yesterday. I'll finish the results, but let me give you today's poll so Eric can get it up. And I already printed this out, Eric, as much as I want, as much as I can take. Hey, listen, we're busy doing duct tape, okay? And bottled water. Getting ready.
Canned
now,
sardines.
I don't want to be negative. I don't want to pee on the government's parade, but let me just say this to you. Because the media naturally, they don't stop and think logically. For example, if you live in Oneonta, New York, if you live in Ishpeming, Michigan, if you live in Dubuque, Iowa, I'd say that the need for duct tape and plastic for your windows and, what was it, Visqueen?
Visqueen, yeah.
The need probably is low, but if you live in a major metropolitan area like New York, Philadelphia, Boston, L.A., Miami, what else? Detroit? They're not going to mess with them.
Chicago?
Got that Sears Tower there.
Right, big tower.
Washington, D.C.? Then maybe you ought to go out and buy heavy duty, I just find it mind-boggling. And what's even worse is that people are doing it.
Oh, I know.
Of course, here in South Florida, all you got to do is say, hurricane, and right away they all run, like rainstorm, and they run and start buying
economic
bottled
stimulus.
Water.
People are out shopping.
That's what it is. That's why they're stimulating the economy, although Alan Greenspan says, well, we'll get to that. Not a good time for a tax cut. Hey, Alan, I wouldn't start my car alone if I were you these days, okay? You know what I'm saying? I get that remote control job. Don't be making comments like that about not a good time for a tax cut. 9:10 at 5:60. Oh, here's the poll before I do the break. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape? It's not him. He's really dead. All the more reason to attack Iraq now. Proves that Bush is playing into his hands. It changes nothing. Or, what? Me worry? is our poll today. Pretty good poll, if I say so myself. 5 magnificent choices. I want you to get panicky, but a lot of bad crap going on, and what they worried about on ABC on that Good Morning America show, Michael Jackson's nose is what they're worried. And I don't want you to get nervous about it, because Carlos has assured all of us that Michael Jackson is not a pedophile, so we feel a lot better about that. Thank the Lord for those little kids who are sharing Michael's bed. He just is lonely and likes company. You're an idiot, Carlos. You're pathetic. That's what happens when you smoke all them faggots. That's why he's got to go for a physical today. Young man at his age, they're going to draw blood. They're going to do all kinds of crap. Probably stick their finger in his
rectum.
Well, yeah, they do that too. Look what happened to John Kerry, man. You can never be too old, huh?
Right.
To have somebody stick their finger in there and check your prostate.
Right. As a matter of fact, Joe was just here. He had some issues with that.
What do you mean by that? He had some issues with it.
With his prostate.
He did?
Yeah.
Like what?
Doctor said he wasn't milking it often enough. True story. You should have seen the prescription.
12 minutes after 9 at 560 WQAM. Maybe that's why he's going to be at Treasure Island tonight. Will he?
No.
Maybe he'll show up. With Janine, of course. Speaking of that, guys, Valentine's Day is this Friday, and what women really want is for you to put a little thought and creativity into your gift. This year, express yourself in a fun and original way, say it with a Vermont teddy bear. Just call 1-800-829-BEAR, and a friendly bear counselor will help you choose from over 100 bears, handcrafted in Vermont and delivered in a colorful gift box with free card and chocolate. Tell her she lights your fire with a new Burnin' Love bear dressed like a hunky fireman with a love tattoo on his arm. Or say I'm wild about you with a jungle love bear. They even have bears for her hobby or occupation, like the Prostituta bear. Sending a Vermont teddy bear is a creative and personal alternative to flowers. It'll be around long after Valentine's Day to remind her of you. Send a bear to the office so her coworkers can see how thoughtful and romantic you are. Overnight and Valentine's Day delivery, guaranteed even at this late date. Call 1-800-829-BEAR or shop online at VermontTeddyBear.com. Don't forget, do it right this year. Say it with a Vermont teddy bear for Valentine's Day. And be sure and tell them that dirty old Neil told you to call 1-800-829-BEAR. That's only my heart, by the way. That's dirty.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Don't have a penis.
Well, congratulations. Get a life.
Kaboom. Look out, Saddam Hussein. Look out, Saddam Hussein. George Bush has got your name. Look out, Saddam Hussein. And he says, we know just what you're doing. Look out, Saddam Hussein. You've been a very naughty boy.
Your heart is dirty.
Trying to build a bunch of nukes. Oh, Saddam, he'll get you. He'll get you. He's got some missiles pointed at you, and he'd love to bomb Iraq.
Yes.
Back into the Middle Ages, he'd love to. He'd love to. George W. is the president. He is the president. And Congress wants him to explain. They say, what do you think you're doing? He says, we're gonna take him out. He's gonna go and get this Hussein bomb. Saddam, he'd love to shoot a bunch of missiles at you. Yeah, he'd love to bomb Iraq. Back into the Middle Ages, he'd love to.
Yeah.
He'd love to bomb Iraq. He'd love to.
917-560 WQAM. Here's a fax from John in Cape Coral, who I'm sure is a wonderful guy and a real dedicated listener, but says, I hope you're feeling better. This article appeared in the New York Times op-ed yesterday. I think you'll enjoy it. The Wimps of War by Paul Krugman. John, thank you very much, but that was on our website yesterday, one of our bedtime stories.
Yeah.
Which I brought in. And it's a damn good thing I do bring them in. You want to know why? Because our equipment here, our internet connection, everything here is screwed up, you know? It's really a piece of crap.
It's a crap shoot.
Yeah. But Joe Costello is not the one that's screwing things up. He came in and told us that this morning while he and Carlos were giving us a lecture about how Michael Jackson is not a pedophile, and we feel very, very sorry for him. I feel sorry for us. That ABC News, I mean, the price of gas is what, about $75 a gallon now? Not that they're exploiting this situation, you understand. And we got the latest audio tape from Osama Yamama, allegedly. And we got the terror attack that may take place as early as sometime at the end of this week, at the end of this week. And what am I missing? Oh, and Chicago got all his Academy Award nominations.
Right.
And we're worrying about Michael Jackson's
the Oscar nominations came out.
Right, that's what I just said. Is that what I just said? I thought.
Well, I thought you were talking about the band.
You're going to start with that again, with Peter Cetera? He has a wife, you know. Okay, let's see. How many votes? The new poll is up there already before I get back to yesterday's video. We're getting way ahead of ourselves, which is good, because we got that pain in the ass noon to 1 hour, which really breaks our heart. Then I got to go to lunch at Mommy's today. Maybe she can let out my pants. I'm not making that story up either.
I know.
This is the same woman when I had a stroke 12 years ago, was at my house taking care of my dogs. I had to force my way out of the hospital, drove myself home. And the first thing that she says to me, got that pain in the ass noon to 1 hour, which really breaks our heart. Then I got to go to lunch at Mommy's today. Maybe she can let out my... Great. Like I said, he's a great actor. I just dislike the fact that he kept plugging that Trish Vanderveer because he was married to her, and she was like 15 and he was 100. He was plugging her a lot. Fletch, Chevy Chase, 15. Jules Winfield, Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction, which again, this audience has an obsession with Pulp Fiction because they've been told it's a really good movie, even though it's just 15. Khan, Ricardo Montalban in Star Trek II, 13. John Torrance, Jack Nicholson in The Shining, 13. Here's Johnny. Igor in Young Frankenstein. That couldn't be Marty Feldman, could it?
Yes.
12. Tommy, Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, 12. See, again, I mean, he was good.
Yeah.
But I thought Robert De Niro was even better in Goodfellas.
Right.
Yeah, over there. No, right down there. Right down there.
But they liked him because of that. The way
she didn't want the dresses.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They like the wise guy stuff. That's the male audience out there. They like the wise guy stuff. They don't like... there was a lot of wise guys in The Godfather. They didn't get it. If somebody was said, hey, these are a bunch of wise guys, they would have liked it better, I guess. Fenster, played by Benicio del Toro in The Usual Suspects. Didn't see it. 12.
It was all right.
Dr. Evil, Austin Powers, only 11? How's that possible?
I don't know. Yeah. Fletch was way up on the list. But he's down there.
Billy Jack, 10. Do you notice that sound I just make? I sounded like Mrs. Wallace on Passions. Oh, Bethy. And by the way, Bethy, you're not getting me, Luis. That scene just goes, that guy I called the other day, he's right, goes on and on and on. And Beth is standing in the corner eavesdropping, and Luis and Sheridan, beep, beep. Oh, I can't live without you, but you have to. No, I won't. And there's Beth. Oh, goody. Oh, crap. Billy Jack, 10. Mad Max, 9. How about Billy Jean, speaking of Michael Jackson?
What movie was he in?
No, Billie Jean. Don't you remember Billie Jean?
Right, sure.
And?
That's
you didn't think that was a great movie? Don't you remember Binks?
Oh, The Legend of Billie Jean?
The Legend of Billie... What happened to you yesterday? I was only out of here one day. What happened?
Lots and lots of drugs after the show.
I see. When I told him he was going to do the show, he started popping all kinds of pills. Red ones and yellow ones and blue ones. Green ones. Brown ones. Mad Max, 9. Neo from Matrix, 9. Bull Meacham, Robert Duvall and the Great Santini, 8. Now, that's a good choice. I'm amazed that this audience, the same audience that likes Caddyshack so much, picked Bull Meacham, or even remembered
the 3 or 4 calls
name of the character, had 8 votes. That was a good movie. Of course, it had a cult following, which means it was a bomb at the box office, but it was a damn good movie. What is it that you're doing with it? What are you, potchking around?
Log stuff.
Oh. Don't be messing with a log, mister. Howard Beale from Network. Now that, of course, was my vote. Howard Beale. Now, how come the internet keeps going down here, Carlos? Don't tell me that we're having more problems with our damn connection again.
It's gone.
Huh? It's completely gone? There it is, 73 votes. I'll keep my eye on it.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Oh!
Howard Beale had only 8 votes. Now, I'm going to tell you, seriously, okay, maybe I'm the only one who likes that movie. And 7 other people. But if Peter Finch, if that wasn't one of the greatest performances in the history of mankind, I don't, explain to me why. How could you not love that performance? And the whole character.
A lot of people
that he goes
still
on here and
haven't
says
seen
Bullschmidt.
Right.
Oh, and speaking of Bullschmidt, what's that one movie that was nominated for the Oscars? Something Schmidt. What is the name of that movie?
About Schmidt?
About Schmidt.
Never saw a preview of it.
About Schmidt. Isn't that what this show is about?
Right.
I guess it's a movie about this show. It's all about Schmidt. Man. Howard Beale.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Oh!
Only 8 votes. Moses, played by Charlton Heston. And the Ten Commandments.
Wanted it.
I thought it was Moses, our friend Moses, and it's Charlton Heston.
You son of a...
He would have gotten more votes.
7 votes. He had 7, but a lot of his fans forgot to vote for him.
You son of a...
And I know that was very insensitive. Sorry, Ronnie. Buffalo Bill, Silence of the Lambs, had only 7. Raymond, Dustin Hoffman, and Rain Man had 6. Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, 6. Rocky Balboa, 6.
Whoa.
Stan Steele, Gary Oldman in The Professional, 6. Vincent Vega, played by John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, had 4. Also with 4, Frank Booth, Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet, and John Ryder, who was played by Rutger Hauer in A Hitcher, had only 1 vote. I mean...
Well, at least he got the 1.
I know. Well, somebody must have called it in, right?
Right.
The guy who invented finger foods, and he only got 1 vote in this poll. Excellent poll, a mediocre result. That's all I can tell you. A little bit disheartened by your result. 27 after 9 at 560 WQAM. If you're not feeling that great this morning, maybe because you didn't get a good night's sleep last night. Now, part of the reason you didn't get a good night's sleep is you're worried about, bottled water and duct tape and what's the other stuff?
Visqueen.
And plastic. But maybe the other part of the reason is your mattress sucks. Get you a great new mattress from Dialer Mattress like I've been doing for years, and Miguel and George are catching on. They're doing it too. They got the best mattresses in the world. They got Sealy, Serta, Simmons, King Coil, every size and style. And the best part of the deal is exactly the mattress you need and want is in stock right now, ready for nearly immediate delivery. And once you get it, you've got that 30-day comfort exchange period to try it out to make sure it's right for you and you're back. No hassles at all. Delivery unparalleled in the history of the delivery business. You pick the day, any day, 7 days a week in the 2-hour window when it's convenient for you, and they'll be there like magic. So call 1-800-MATTRESS right now. No exchange fees, no crap, no BSing around. Everyday low prices that are unbeatable on the finest mattresses ever made. 1-800-MATTRESS for Dialer Mattress, the answer for a perfect night's sleep. 1-800-MATTRESS, or check them out on the web if you have the connection, which we don't, at mattress.com.
Live and low.
The delivery business. You pick the day, any day, 7 days a week in the 2-hour window when it's convenient for you, and they'll be there like magic. So call 1-800-MATTRESS right now. No exchange fees, no crap, no BSing around. Everyday low prices that are unbeatable on the finest mattresses ever made. 1-800-MATTRESS for Dialer Mattress, the answer for a perfect night's sleep. 1-800-MATTRESS, or check them out on the web if you have the connection, which we don't, at mattress.com.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio.
I hate you.
Jumped in a taxi cab, I said, driver, Central Park. He looked at me so quizzically, I could tell he was in the dark. So I acted out my park charade, and with my arms the trees I made. 'Cause nobody speaks English anymore. I went down to Miami Beach where the weather is nice and sunny. I walked into a liquor store, but the guy there talks real funny. I asked him for a pint of old Jim Beam. He says, "No entiendo." What does that mean? Nobody speaks English anymore. At the corner deli. Hell, I think I'm in Pakistan. Speak English, smelly. Or you can go back to Iran. I came here many years ago, learned my ABCs. I don't say muchas gracias. I say pretty please.
Increíble.
So get yourself to a classroom quick. You're in America now. Stop making me sick. Nobody speaks English anymore.
9:33, 560 WQM, and the Mad Dog will be along at 1 o'clock. Hank, the Humper in the studio today at 3, a full 4 hours. Getting a little antsy for baseball season to start. I heard him say that the other day. And then we got the 7 o'clock Shitco Panther preview. The Rangers in the Mac Arena. At 7:30 we got the game, as Alexei Kovalev will be his first game back as a Ranger again. As their payroll balloons up to $400 million, and they still won't make the playoffs. Eddie K after the hockey game from GA, and Joe and Mark overnight, who are messing up our studio night after night. Joe says he didn't do it.
Right.
Isn't that what you said? The doctor told him he wasn't doing it? Orange alert, says this fax. Uncle Bill from Royal Palm Beach. It says anyone caught sticking their hair pieces into mashed potatoes will be forced to do a low-rating sports show in Miami. P.S. The Carlisle bus driver is always late. And obviously Bill ain't too happy about that. Hey, listen, I mean, that's what we're here for, right? To be kind of like a Gary Conduit for the audience out there in the real world. 102 votes on the poll. And luckily we're getting, every once in a while it actually comes back on here. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape that was released yesterday? What's your take? Proves that Bush is playing into his hands 30. It changes nothing 26. All the more reason to attack Iraq now. Now 23. What me worry 16, and it's not him, he's really dead 7. How do we know it is him? I mean, I realize that they have these experts, these voice recognition experts who analyze the tapes.
Well, like those tapes that we intercepted with the Iraqis talking to each other.
Right.
We know that those were real people.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question about that. Well, what do we got on the website today? Some pretty good stuff. U.S. had hit data hinting of Oklahoma bombing, which is very disturbing. And by the way, that was under the watch of Bubba. So all you people, all you Bush defenders, we're not going to blame him on that one. This was under the watch of the FBI, of course. They just don't seem to get, they can't get it together. Chicago tops Oscar nominees along with all that Schmidt. What is that about Schmidt? Oh, this one, too. This is somehow we missed this. Sarasota woman charged with making terrorist threat at airport in Tampa. A 30-year-old woman's been charged with telling a screener at Tampa International Airport that she was a terrorist and had a bomb and knife in her luggage, the FBI said Monday. Well, at least the FBI got that under control. Scylla S. Zoke, S-C-O-K-E, 30 of Sarasota, was charged with providing false information regarding the presence of a bomb in a piece of baggage, according to the FBI. She was released Monday on $10,000 bond, and it says here on the AP there is no telephone listing for Zoke in Sarasota. She don't have no phone. Zoke was a ticketed passenger Saturday when she told a screener she was a terrorist and had a bomb and knife in her baggage, according to the FBI. A day earlier, the Bush administration raised the national terror alert from yellow to orange, which we know that. Orange alert, just in case you've been sleeping, in case you've been hibernating out of touch. Here's another fact, and they're still coming in with the movies, by the way, which is okay. That'll kill some good time. How about the man with no name? Well, he did have a name, Manco, the Clint Eastwood character in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Also a fistful of dollars and a few dollars more. Huh? Manco? Is that Mancow? I thought he was in Chicago, right. Mancow.
Doing a morning show.
Yeah. I don't have any idea what that's all about. Well, they're Clint Eastwood obsessed. I like Clint Eastwood. My favorite Clint Eastwood movie was Play Misty for Me.
Yeah, it was good.
Huh?
Good.
I like that better than Dirty Harry, but they like gratuitous violence. They like movies that have a lot of shooting, like Pulp Fiction, a lot of dead people, a lot of bodies, a lot of gratuitous violence. I didn't like Dirty Harry, but not in the same league with Play Misty for Me with Jessica Walter.
Or Outlaw Josie Wales, which had shooting and a good story.
Play Misty for Me. That was, you know how many times I've seen that?
100.
At least. Nobody ever talks about that movie.
That's a little close to home for those of us in radio, though.
And what about her name? What was the name of the character Jessica Walter played? Somebody will know.
Misty.
No. Poor Errol Garner, he's still dead. He's rolling over in his grave thinking about that. Play Misty for Me. And of course he had that real, so many things if you're in radio about that movie that you love. For example, he didn't cue up the record.
Right,
he put the needle on the record and it was all queued up. Yeah. Put the needle on the record on the turntable back in the days when we had records. Anybody remember that?
No.
Well, us old farts do. He just reached over, put the needle on the record, and bada bing, there it was, like right off,
like magic.
Like a magic trick by Clint Eastwood. It was just so many phony things. It was almost as fake, but at least it was a good movie, unlike talk radio. Eric Bogosian, that piece of crap, where the board op is spinning around like he's like a dreidel in heat, like Linda Blair's head on a totem pole, just spinning around, throwing carts and Mr. Cool, man, Mr. Cool. Well, at least we didn't confuse it with you. Here's a fact that says, doesn't it seem that we Americans are getting ready for our next fight when the last one isn't finished? Iraq didn't blow up the World Trade Center. It was Al-Qaeda. When or if we get attacked this week or next, it'll be... See, now, just because they're saying it's going to be this week, do you believe that?
No.
In fact, I think every time that they say it's going to be at a certain time, that makes it less likely that it's going to be at that time. But it says, when or if we get attacked this week, it'll be Al-Qaeda. My concern is that in our need for revenge after an attack, people become bloodthirsty. Forgetting the real enemy and jumping behind the Bushmeister's war for oil, forgetting about bin Laden and the real threat to American safety here at home. Also, am I the only one that wonders why it is they can predict an attack but can't stop one? But anyway, well, that's a bit, but it just happened to be in there. Nice timing, Neil. Thank you. 5670560. We'd like to hear from people that are out there buying duct tape, bottled water, Visqueen.
Right.
Plastic, sheets of plastic. Don't be spastic, just go out and get some plastic.
That's what Visqueen is.
Oh, I see. Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I never heard of that. And what do you do with it? What do you do with it?
Oh, my God.
I was close. 21 till 10. Boy, I tell you, this show is just zooming along here today. Something must have happened here really good yesterday. Maybe it was a really good poll. See, just consider yourself lucky that by the time I decided I was actually going to go and find out if I was still alive, that I'd started scratching. And, of course, George's response, much like my mother, was unacceptable. Oh, I think I've already done that one. I noticed that didn't prevent you from doing it.
I didn't say that at all.
Yes, you did.
I think your head was in a fog. I said we did psycho villains. Not the same thing. The point I was making was that it was not the same thing. Oh, don't look at Carlos.
Yeah, he's giving you an evil, he's giving you an evil, dirty look. Well, maybe he and Schmidt are tight. I don't know. 20, maybe you can go over there and work on that show. Oh, and speaking of that, I was in a car. What the hell day was it?
Yesterday.
I guess going to the track on Monday night. Oh, I punched over to the Schmidtmeister. As bad when I say vintage Tampa radio, that's an understatement. That show is so freaking bad and so predictable and so and the callers on there, man, it's like Ditto Heads Anonymous all over again. Sad. You ever heard that show?
Not a second.
Don't. It'll scare the Schmidt out of you. 20 till 10 at 560 WQAM. And guys, I want to tell you definitively, they've done all kinds of studies and they've determined that size really does matter. You're talking to an expert. And according to the Florida Department of Labor, computer professionals have really big, impressive ones. And naturally, you already knew this because we've done this about 50 million times. We're talking about paychecks. According to the state of Florida, computer careers are among the highest paid and highest in demand, and Fast Train can help you achieve that new high-paying computer career in just 4 short months. Fast Train's got locations all over town for you. They're in Kendall, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Pembroke Pines, and they've got day, evening, and weekend schedules, so there's no excuse to stay in a crappy, dead-end job. You want to start making some real cash? You call Fast Train today and get all the information on how they can do it for you. Call 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. That's 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. They've got full-time job placement and guaranteed financing, too. Call them today, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. Check them out on the web if you like at fasttrain.com. And don't forget, you can have a big one, too, real soon, a paycheck, thanks to our friends at Fast Train.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Beat that gator meat.
The TV show you are about to see is real. Only the channel should be changed to protect the board. Married with Dragnet.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. I work here. My name is Bundy. Friday. And I'm a shoe salesman. I'm a cop. It was Tuesday, and I was working the loafer section.
Beat that gator meat.
The TV show you are about to see is real. Only the channel should be changed to protect the board. Married with Dragnet.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. I work here. My name is Bundy. Friday. And I'm a shoe salesman.
Isn't that basically what they got?
Pretty much.
Something like, oh, what's happened over here, George?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I hate the old paper jam. I do like grape jam, but I don't like the old paper jam. Warning, triggers a run on disaster supplies. Somebody just faxed me this from the USA Today and in every other newspaper, including the local ones. Nobody's going to have time to call us today. You do understand that, don't you? Because they're out there busy getting duct tape, Visqueen, and bottled water. Bottled water. Warnings trigger a run on disaster supplies. Monday's recommendation by the Department of Homeland Security. In fact, Greg, I'm surprised he showed up today. He's battening down the hatches. He's got years and years worth of bottled water in there. Okay. See, we won't have to worry because we got the freebies. We got a little free food they can bring in. We're going to stock it up to the ceiling. Anyway, nice haircut, by the way. 3-day supply of food, water, and medicine to have duct tape and plastic sheeting to seal windows and doors appear to be taking hold around the country. What did he say?
He hopes you're feeling better.
Oh, thanks, Greg. And by the way, it was nice seeing you. The buying seemed more intense. Who said I was feeling better? What he really means is he's glad I showed up today because we got a lot of spots.
Right.
And I showed up today. I'm feeling a little better. It's going to take a week or two. But you look at me like it's going to take a week or two before I'm back to my old self.
Okay.
Yeah. And?
Nothing.
But my heart's in good shape.
And dirty.
The purchases came amid stepped-up security around the country since Friday when the terror, because it's going to take a week or two for the tailor to get around to loosening my pants, letting them out a couple inches, because they're 2 sizes too small. Now, have you ever tried wearing a pair of pants that were 2 sizes too small? It constricts all the circulation in your body.
Right.
And then it doesn't go to your heart and to your brain, and God only knows what kind of things can happen.
Doesn't go to your rectum?
It's kind of like all those newspapers that went out of business because of bad circulation. The purchases came amid stepped-up security around the country since Friday when the terror was orange yada-yada. Airports. Random car searches continued at most airports, but at least 3 airports declined to conduct the random checks. Minneapolis, St. Paul, Seattle, and Spokane, Washington. See, I don't understand why it is necessary for the news media to put that in there. And I mean, it's not going to make any difference what I say here, but why do they have to put that in the USA Today?
I don't know.
Huh? In other words, if you guys are thinking about going to an airport and doing some crap, here are 3 good ones where they're not really doing heavy-duty checks. Well, why is that?
They're assholes.
I mean, those aren't 3 minor markets. Those are 3, especially Seattle and Minneapolis, St. Paul. Right?
Right.
Anyway, bridges. Boy, there's just pages of this crap. The Coast Guard scrambled to search the waters near the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge before dawn yesterday after a tugboat operator reported that a man wearing a wetsuit, which was 2 sizes too small, by the way, was buzzing around in an inflatable boat without lights. After an intense search, no one was found. See, this is... And how come we're not hearing very much more about those Cubans, the Cuban defectors?
The Coast Guard guys, right?
Yeah, that came up on shore in a little boat. The only thing we're hearing about it is that one broad that says that the Castro government owes her $80 trillion. She's pissed off because she wants to get the boat.
Right.
That's all we hear about it. And which was 2 sizes too small, by the way, was buzzing around in an inflatable boat without lights. After an intense search, no one was found. See, this is... And how come we're not hearing very much more about those Cubans, the Cuban defectors?
The Coast Guard guys, right?
Yeah, that came up on shore in a little boat. The only thing we're hearing about it is that one broad that says that the Castro government owes her $80 trillion. She's pissed off because she wants to get the boat.
Right.
That's all we hear about it. And Elliot, and of course on Channel 4 News also sent us the statue. Didn't they give us the Statue of Liberty as a nice gift, as a parting gift?
Yeah.
That was 7 million years ago. Oh, and speaking of that, did you see the thing about the expanding universe?
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
So now they say the universe is 13 billion years old?
Right.
Now, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but how do you rationalize that? And of course, they asked all of these different experts, the scientists, about life and all these, NASA people after the, Columbia blew up, about whether they believe in life on other planets, and they all said, including a lot of the former astronauts, yes, of course, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Either now or at some other time, but no question about it.
Right.
Now, how does that rationalize with all this mumbo-jumbo in both the Jewish and Goyish testaments in the Bibles that say that the world is 5,000 years old, that God invented and created? Oh,
Satan created the evidence. The scientists are Satanists. The scientists are flubbing the results.
All that carbon data testing is just
that's
made
all
up by
made
the
up. That's a
Satanists.
satanic
I
plot.
see.
The fossils were put there by Satan.
Probably on Halloween.
Right. The readings that the scientists are getting, Satan.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
I'll be damned. He's everywhere. 179 votes on the poll. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape? What's your take on the tape? Proves that Bush is playing into his hands. 50 people said that. It changes nothing. 46. They're still, All the more reason to attack Iraq now. 37. What, me worry? 29. It's not him. He's really dead. 17 people say that. Well, I put that on there, but it's just, obviously everybody's got an opinion. But based on what? Why would we think he's dead? The passage of time?
Oh, we dropped all those bombs. How could he not be? All those caves we blew up, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He's sealed up in a cave, right.
Wasn't that on the list, Tora Bora? Oh, here's a Jane. Oh, Jane, you are so chronic on the facts, but that's good because we didn't have any calls anyway. I haven't taken any, have I? Well, I got a lot of stuff here to pump out.
Really been
Let it down, pump it out. We're busy. WQAM.
Miami?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You forgot to, I know you guys think that your poll selections are everybody's choices, but I think you forgot to put I don't care simply because I don't care.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Sure glad
he must
remember to take some calls.
He must have been popping the same pills that you were taking yesterday. Yeah, let's take a lot of calls. What do you say, these next 2 hours? We got only till noon, then we got that big noon to 1 hour. It is Wednesday.
All right.
Exactly. My sentiments precisely.
Speaking of that, where's Miguel with the Treasure Island promo?
I don't know.
Speaking of Wednesday.
Where is Miguel? Well, you had the spot that was up here before that you took away.
Well, I didn't want to clutter up your reading area.
I'm not going to be reading the only thing that's sitting behind there is the temperature conversion guide. And I don't want to be reading that because, when it says minus 10, it's whatever it is, it's plus 14 Fahrenheit. So I don't want to be reading that on the air because then my mother, along with my pants being 2 sizes too small, will be bitching about how cold it is to Toronto and should I ever go back there anytime soon about how I'm going to freeze my tuchus off, Maybe if I do freeze my tuchus off, then these pants will fit and they won't be 2 sizes too tight. Okay, lay it on us while I'm looking at Jane's facts here to see if it's worthwhile.
The promo?
She says, George did mention it was your pool in the survey, too.
Over and over again.
Well, Carlos has gone,
He's trying to sandbag
you found him.
so that he can get the
you
job.
found him, okay?
Under the overpass.
You brought his little ass in here.
Appreciative.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be...
Another boat person.
Right.
And
which boat, we don't know.
Well, I'm getting fed up with the boat again. But anyway, what's the promo say about Treasure Island? Joe is going to be there. And Janina, of course, to watch and make sure he doesn't do anything bad.
She's the feature.
Anyway,
5 to 7.
Don't milk this
drink
any more
specials,
than you have
worthless prizes. Me, Boca Brian, Miguel.
You should be talking about Joe Costello's prostate and private parts on the air, by the way.
We did during the first summer show series. It was a big issue.
No wonder the audience vanished.
Joe's issue was an issue.
His issue was a tissue? Yeah.
But it's all better now.
Are you going to do the promo for Treasure Island?
I just did.
That was it?
What else do you want me to say?
I didn't hear who was going to be there. That's what they want to hear. And I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about who's the featured attraction with the big teats.
We have no particular feature this time.
Oh, well. The guy with the eyes will be there.
That's next week, Friday.
Maybe your good friend. They called up Mr. Ego.
2 penthouse
and
playmates.
by the way, you're right, Gilbert. It's George that won't put you on. I'd love to talk to you. Yeah, it's George's fault. In fact, Joe and Mark want to talk to you overnight.
All night long.
Does he ever call your show?
They want him in the studio.
Does he? What did I tell you about him? Since he put on that wedding band, he has never been the same again. That Costello's standing right behind him, by the way, threatening to do bodily harm. Joe just had his meeting with Mo and Geldy, by the way. They're brainstorming tomorrow morning's show. Duff had actually a good idea for tomorrow's poll, which I'll tell you during the break. A really good idea. But we don't want to do it today because then they'll start with suggestions. You people are out of control, man. But at least it keeps you off the streets and get that Visqueen out right away. I'll tell you a good place to go before the world ends. That's Pompano Park. It's Wednesday. That means it's dollar night at Pompano Park. You can get a draft beer, hot dog, soda, large pretzel or popcorn, only $1 apiece. If you want a good excuse to sneak an extra night to the track, this is the month to do it because during the month of February, the entire month, Pompano Park is open Thursday nights, like tomorrow night. Not only will they be open every Thursday in February, and it's also ladies' night with 2-for-1 drink specials and free bingo for ladies only with more than $1,000 in cash and prizes. So now we have this month live racing 5 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, first post time 7:15, with free general parking and free admission every afternoon and evening. In between looking at the dirty pictures in there, somebody did mention that Joe said on the air one time about something about Pompano Park, and Mark told you we can't talk about that on the air. What does that mean? About your great memories of going to Pompano Park? Well, what was that all about? You've never been to Pompano Park.
He's been to Pompano Park.
What, about 100 years ago? Yeah.
A while ago.
Well, don't talk about it. For Valentine's Day this Friday, February 14th, a free bottle of champagne for each couple who purchase the Twin Lobster Tail Dinner in the 6th floor top of the park restaurant. There'll be romantic dinner music and a free rose for all the women in attendance, plus free miniature horse rides for kids, too. Monday Madness at Pompano Park means every Monday night, 2 for $25 full-course dinner in the lavish top of the park restaurant. And this Saturday, great racing. Second round of the $250,000 Isla Capri Pacing Series, featuring many of the top horses and drivers in North America right at Pompano Park. Also this Saturday, free drawings to win vacation packages to Nassau and the Bahamas, including round-trip airfare from Fort Lauderdale and a 3-day stay at the Crystal Palace Hotel Casino in the Bahamas. Pompano Park, lots of action. Don't forget, live racing tonight. It's dollar night at Pompano on Powerline Road, a block south of Atlantic Boulevard, and Joe Costello wishes he could be there.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Asshole. Tonight on Jerry Springer, it's the Valentine edition.
Buford, you're so damn sweet. You fixed the muffler on my El Camino. You duct-taped the door of the trailer. You spayed the dog. You're like a father to the kids, except for Jethro after he knocked out your tooth. I just love you. I love you. But I wish you weren't a no-good loser. You ain't got no job, and I'm tired of you stealing my cigarettes.
But Edna.
And bringing those damn hookers home.
Edna.
While I'm working late at the diner.
She's not a hooker. She's my sister.
That's tonight on Jerry Springer.
Damn it, Buford. I'm going to knock your other tooth out. Ah!
It's 10:02 at 560 WQAM. Another one of those abrupt ending ones. I love those. Keeps you on your toes, George. So where the hell was Jane's fax? Let's see. Listening at 2 p.m. yesterday, and Colin Powell said he had the transcripts to a tape Al Jazeera had received, but the editor, okay, whatever you say, Jane. I'm not going to read some of these. Jane, we love you a lot, but I'm not going to read some of these paranoid faxes on the air, because everybody's got theories, conspiracy theories, and this one's behind it, and in fact, George Tenet's on there right now.
In the vanguard of this new world are knowledgeable non-state purveyors of WMD materials and technology. Such non-state outlets are increasingly capable of providing technology and equipment that previously can only be supplied by countries with established capabilities.
Whatever that means. You know what he just said? No.
Nope.
But it sounded very impressive. He used a lot of big words. 218 votes on the poll. We're going to start taking a lot of calls here in a minute, are we? If we get them. Because I heard that, but see, when you make a list, I made you such an easy show yesterday, it was a piece of cake.
Sure enough, I said that.
Yeah. I mean, because I had you do the show on very short notice, because I showed up here thinking I was going to do the show. I wasn't feeling all that great. And I thought, well, maybe I had like a silent heart attack, which diabetics sometimes get silent heart attacks, which don't have the symptoms of a full-fledged heart attack. Did I have a silent heart attack?
No.
No, I did not. My heart is as great as, it's as solid as a rock. To quote Dr. Bush, he said, you have a nice squeeze. But I think that he said that when my pants just about fell down when I was on the treadmill and he saw my rectum. That's when he said you have a nice squeeze. I'm not sure what he was talking about. That's what he said. He apologized for saying it. Oh, and I did 6 minutes on the treadmill, which is very weak. He said Pudge Rodriguez did 18, who has a much bigger ass than I do. Pudge Rodriguez, aren't you proud of that? Without even breaking a sweat. 18 minutes on the treadmill, without and carrying on a conversation, I'm standing there, I'm huffing and puffing, I'm just trying to continue on a treadmill to get my pulse up high enough so they'll throw me back on a chair and take pictures of my heart again. And he's, hey, what do you think of the Kovalev trade? Hey, Dr. Bush, you're a great guy and a big hockey fan, but I can't talk, like you were saying, at the dentist. Dr. Gary, what's his name? My good friend, my dentist, who's a great guy, Dr. Gary.
Why?
Does the same thing. They put all that crap in your mouth, and then they start asking you questions. Oh, well, how you been feeling? Everything been okay lately? So where you going to go this summer? And you got all this crap in your mouth. They do that because they're sadists. And another thing that, speaking of sadists, the nurses, you know what they like to do? You know how they put what
do they like to do?
A heart monitor, and they put the different things where they put the adhesive on your chest. Like if they're going to do a
suction cups.
Right. Well, these weren't suction cups. These are like the little strips that are like.
All right.
And,
they tape them on there.
When they pull them off. Oh, man, I had the one girl yesterday, very nice, she was great, but she admitted that she was a sadist. And as she's pulling it off, she's going, ooh, and I'm saying, boy, it's hurting you a lot worse than it's hurting me. I mean, I'm used to it. Big deal. You yank it off and that's it. And the tape too. Don't forget your Viz Queen, by the way. Canis Mas Macho, Viz Queen or the Dairy Queen? Or this old queen? That's going to be the poll question later on. Muff. Now, Muff had a good poll for tomorrow. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
Hetero.
I beg your pardon? Do you understand?
Hetero.
Oh, hetero. Didn't understand it. 5670560. We want to hear from people that are out there doing their duct tape and stuff. We want to find out if people are and of course, if they are, they're not going to have time to talk to us.
Right. You know what would be good is some of those big bug tents. Just drape one of those over your house and lock yourself in there.
I don't understand. What is the plastic going to do?
When they release the toxic poison gas, the nerve agents.
Well, let me ask you this. This, of course, also means we're going to have to turn off the air conditioning since the air circulates from outside. I just mentioned that. I don't want to get anybody panicky, but it's not very sensible to board up the whole house and then start sucking in the air from the outside.
It'd be easier to just put a plastic bag over your head.
That's a good idea.
With a rubber band.
Won't feel any pain that way. Here's Kendall. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to correct you on the age of the universe. It's 13.666 billion years old.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, thanks. Thank you so much. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. Where the hell are these people today? They're all at Home Depot. I'll bet you anything. Stocking up on bottled water, Sterno, canned food. Get some beefaroni, man. That'll kill you. If the radiation poisoning and the botulism and the anthrax, if that don't get you, the Chef Boyardee will. I do like beefaroni, though. Every now and then you get, No, I'm not talking about on a regular basis. I'm saying like once in a great while.
Right. They have the microwavable little things now.
They've had those for years. I mean, what are you talking about? Now they have those?
No, they have them now, and they've had them a couple years ago.
They've had those for like 15 years. They've had those.
Yeah?
Even in the drugstore, they sell that crap in their make-believe food counter where you can die. They don't have any real food. They have like...
right, well...
what the hell is that stuff, like Cracker Jacks?
Right, snack foods.
No, but what's the... I love
Fiddle
that.
Faddle. Munch and Crunch a Munch.
There are two of them right there. Yeah, Fiddle Faddle. They have boxes and boxes of that. What are you looking at? What just happened?
Nothing. It's just everything's funky.
Will you just calm down? He's just as bad as these other people out there. He's going to be out there buying Fiddle Faddle and plastic. I'll tell you one thing. When you're out there getting your Visqueen, get some Fiddle Faddle.
Right, it stays.
You'll be so happy. You'll be sick, of course, but you'll be so happy to be locked in. You can't go outside. I mean, don't get like crap. Don't be buying a bunch of garbage because most canned foods are like, peas. Oh, mushy stuff. Anything that's canned is almost guaranteed to be mushy because it's been cooked and recooked. Oh, here Miguel finally showed up with your promo for tonight, and he's got his silly-ass baseball outfit on, looking like a real silly person, like a real silly Cuban. By the way, Pudge Rodriguez did 18 minutes on the treadmill at my doctor's office. I only did 6. But that's because his ass is 3 times bigger than mine. Join George for happy hour, 5 to 7 tonight at Treasure Island off the Palmetto, just north of the 122nd Street exit. Stop by for prizes and drink specials, and that's all it says. It doesn't say see Miguel and Boca Brian and, who else? Carlos. Carlos will be there.
Right.
And Carlos will give you the test, all the results from his blood test he's doing today. My triglycerides were 78, by the way. I guarantee you they're lower than yours. Guaranteed. How much you want to bet? I'll bet you 15 cents against your next pay check. Same difference. 9 minutes after 10 at 560 WQM. But I'll tell you, the time is going so fast, we just don't have, I feel rushed on Wednesday. What do you say we go to like 3 o'clock? What do you think?
No.
Man,
where?
Treasure Island.
Okay.
I bet you, now are they going to be putting the Visqueen up there too?
I'm sure. They got just a giant Ziploc bag they're going to slip over the, like a giant condom.
Oh, I see. Good idea for that place. Hey guys, Valentine's Day is this Friday, and what women really want is for you to put a little bit of thought and creativity into your gift for a change. This year, express yourself in a fun, original way and say it with a Vermont teddy bear. Just call 1-800-829-BEAR, and a friendly bear counselor will help you choose from over 100 bears, handcrafted in Vermont and delivered in a colorful gift box with a free card and chocolate. Tell her she lights your fire with the new burnin' love bear dressed like a hunky fireman with a love tattoo on his arm. Or say I'm wild about you with a jungle love bear. I heard that's the one that Geldy got. Oh, that's right. Geldy doesn't get Valentine's Day gifts because he's a real prick. They even have bears for a hobby or occupation. Sending a Vermont teddy bear is a creative, personal alternative to flowers and will be around long after Valentine's Day to remind you of her. To remind her of you or whatever. Send a bear to the office so that her coworkers can see how thoughtful and romantic you're posturing to be. Overnight and Valentine's Day delivery is still guaranteed even though it's only a couple of days away, but don't put it off. Do it now. Call 1-800-829-BEAR or shop online at VermontTeddyBear.com. This year, say it with a Vermont Teddy Bear for Valentine's Day. Be sure and tell him that old Neil with the dirty heart told you to call 1-800-829-BEAR.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Eisner? Hola.
Hello.
Hola, Tommy Motor residence.
Oh, who is this, the maid?
No, this is the wife, Talia.
I'd like to speak to Tommy Matolia.
Hello, Tommy Motor residence. Gucci, gucci, gucci.
Charo?
No, Talia.
Talia. Let me talk to the devil.
Please hold. Tommy. Tommy.
What is it?
You got the phone.
Oh.
Phone.
Hello.
Tommy Matolia.
Speaking.
This is Michael Jackson. You lost your job. You lost your job.
Hey, I didn't lose my job. I stepped down.
Oh, sure. However you want to paint the picture, whatever you have to tell yourself in order to save some sort of face, you do it. But you lost your job.
You know, actually, it's kind of nice to hear your voice.
What?
It's kind of nice to hear anybody's voice.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, can you hear that? That's my Mexican wife, let me tell you. It was cute for maybe 5-10 minutes a day. But if I gotta stay home with her every day, I'm gonna go crazy.
You're getting your just desserts, Tommy Matoya, the devil.
All we do is eat Mexican food. Chimichangas, burritos, Tostitos. I got more gas than Exxon.
And you deserve to have the bloat.
Listen, Michael, I'll resurface somewhere. I'll start another label.
Sure you will, so you can destroy the career of other budding artists.
Are we going to Chevy?
Yes, honey, we're going to Chevy's.
Thank you very much,
All right. Oh, jeez. If it's not Chevy's, it's Chi-Chi's. If it's not Chi-Chi's, it's what's that drive-in place?
I don't know what you're talking about. I called to berate you, and all I'm getting is dribble and chimichanga. Admit it, I was the reason you were forced to be fired.
Right, I know, because I'm very, very, very devilish.
I want to live in America. I want to live in America.
You're living in America, all right? Hey, look, Mikey, I gotta go, okay? I gotta take her over to Taco Bell.
Chevy!
Okay.
Chevy's, you want to come with us?
No, I don't want to be seen with you. You are the devil. So at this point, I am finding myself having some sympathy for you.
All right. I gotta go there, Mikey. Let me tell you something. If I were to fart right now, half the neighborhood would go up. Goodbye.
10:16 at 560 WQM. The new Inquirer. Boy, I'm excited we got the tabloids. 310-pound Rosie collapses. Lover battles to save her. And here's a picture on the front page. Woo! Talk about, look at, take a look at that. Man, oh man. A giant in the former entertainment business. Inside, though, there's a really interesting thing. I don't want to get people nervous, but the mystery of America's first bioterrorist attack. Did you see this?
I saw it on the headline.
With the U.S. Army surplus gas mask and the whole thing? It happened 60 years ago during World War II, and it's still unsolved.
Oy.
How do you like that? Anesthetic prowler on loose. Anesthetic prowler adds victim. Shocking headlines in the local newspaper reflect the horror of the chilling attack in Mattoon, Illinois. At top, Mrs. Bert Kearney tends to her 3-year-old daughter, Dorothy Ellen, a victim of the attack. Now, if you were going to, launch a terrorist attack on the USA, wouldn't you think Mattoon, Illinois would be a great place to do it?
First place I'd think of.
A small Illinois town is gripped by panic for weeks as terrified residents become convinced they're under attack by a deranged bioterrorist and suffer temporary paralysis and other painful symptoms. It sounds like a horrifying event ripped from today's headlines, but it happened almost 60 years ago during WW2, and an Inquirer investigation discovered that this frightening little-known incident has eerie parallels to the anthrax bioterrorism that shook America and a chilling connection to the person of interest in those recent attacks. Are you ready for that?
No.
Just before Labor Day 1944, residents of the quiet town of Mattoon, population 15,827, began reporting baffling gas attacks as they slept in their beds, the first bioterrorist attacks on American soil. The victims, men, women, and children, complained of being felled by a sweet-smelling gas sprayed into their bedrooms. They suffered extreme physical symptoms ranging from intense nausea and blinding dizziness to burned mouths and lips and partially paralyzed legs. The Mattoon bioterror incident was never solved, and the recent anthrax attacks have completely baffled our nation's top investigators. The FBI focused their anthrax probe on scientist Stephen J. Hatfield, who worked at the Biowarfare Defense Lab at Fort Detrick, Maryland. The Inquirer learned that, are you strapped in?
Yeah.
The Inquirer has learned that Hatfield went to high school in Mattoon, Illinois, and could very well have known about this mysterious incident. The perpetrator, known as the Mad Gasser of Mattoon, raised many questions in the minds of the shaken citizens. Was the Gasser an enemy agent testing a new weapon? Was the terrorist a twisted scientist or escaped mental patient? Or could the Gasser actually be a figment of people's imagination spread by mass panic, as some experts suggested? Now, don't you think that must be just a coincidence? That
just a coincidence.
He was born, or he went to high school in Mattoon, Illinois, this person of interest? And they're digging him up again, this last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They're resurrecting that old lame thing. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Pompano Beach, hello.
Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
Good. I just filled up my, terrorist support vehicle over here at Exxon.
For about $500?
Well, it was $550 this week. But, I don't understand how everyone can think that Bush is not behind this gas price increase. I mean, if you got Exxon on a fourth quarter profit posting over $4 billion,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Loan me $50.
how can they expect us to, do anything else but go to war?
Thank the Lord that they're not exploiting all these horrendous things that are going on and the possible. I mean, gas is or oil is up to $35 a barrel, which is very high. But they're saying that these price increases aren't in any way justified, but it ain't stopping them. You know what I'm saying? Just in case we have a real trouble with a war and we lose the Iraqi war, et cetera, and so on.
Well, it's just Bush's propaganda war machine pushing the Americans toward war. That's all it is.
Okay.
And that's all I got to say.
I'll see you at the Home Depot. Okay.
All right. Visqueen.
That's all you got to say. Anybody you see today, just say Visqueen. That'll like a code. They're speaking in code again. Now is not the time for tax cuts, Greenspan says. Oh, he better dummy up. I'm telling you right now. Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan urged Congress yesterday to refrain, to cut it out. No cutting taxes while the threat of war hangs over the economy, saying he's not certain a major fiscal stimulus is necessary. Taking aim at a large multi-year deficit projected by President Bush, the central bank chief also made a strong plea for tougher budget discipline. He said that any future tax cut should be budget neutral or essentially offset by spending cuts. So thank goodness that we got the economy under control, that we don't have gas, people being raped by the oil companies, and all of these things. And that the rich people are going to get another tax cut. Yeah, if he has his way, which he won't. That'll never go through. I don't think. 5670560, pound 560. Did you see Bubba on there with Larry King chastising him about, you don't need the tax cut, and I sure as hell don't need it, and Larry said...
Loan me $50.
No, but I wish I had.
They had him on again yesterday with the
I normally avoid
with
Larry.
Judy Woodruff from CNN. He's all over the place now, Bubba. And I was thinking to myself, how about 4 more years, And this time keep Ann Coulter and Richard Mellon-Scaife and all the right-wingers, keep them busy doing something else, like playing with each other. Yeah. 5670560, pound 560. I guess this audience don't have too much thoughts about all this hysteria that's going on and buying...
They're busy. They're buying gas and their plastic.
Well,
and
they must
tape.
be loaded then if they're buying gas. You'd think this would be good for us. They won't be driving nearly as much because they can't afford to waste all that expensive gas, and they got to stay close to home. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Yeah, Jerry, how you doing?
Okay, Jerry.
Did anybody watch that Mark Schumacher on how to seal up a room? I guess you didn't, right?
I beg your pardon?
Mark Schumacher.
Mark Schumacher. This sounds like Reverend Jones again.
No. I never caught him. I've lived here for 15 years, but I've never caught him.
Uh-huh.
But listen to this.
What are you talking about, Jerry?
What am I talking about? The
Yeah.
Visqueen and the duct tape.
Uh-huh.
You take your room, you pick out a room.
Max Schumacher from Network, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Keep going, Jerry. It's getting really intriguing.
I'm trying. Listen, you'll like this.
Okay.
Seal up the room, your vents, turn off the air conditioning. He had a fire guy with him there, showing him how to do it. You seal it up like a tomb, and it's only good for 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you've got carbon dioxide, and you're going to die anyway.
Oh, geez. Well, it's not worth all that effort then, is it?
No, you might as well open up the windows and watch TV.
Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Let's open up the windows and watch TV.
Oh!
Oh, I bet you he was from Mattoon, Illinois, anything, that guy. At least went to high school there. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. A lot of calls today, not. Man, it's pretty desperate. Here's a lady in Kendall. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
This is so stupid. In the first place, they won't, if they got the Visqueen or plastic, they won't put it on properly. And it's just a farce. It's just another, it's like the hurricanes. When they start that preparation, they overdo it.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
I think.
Okay. Just wanted to put my word in.
Okay, time to get out of the bed now.
Okay, kids.
See you later. Get out of the bed. 567. And let's go back and do some more of those movie characters that you did yesterday that I gave you that
All
great
right.
pull, because we're sure dying here today. I have no idea why. You'd think that these people would certainly have something to say about all of these things, but they don't. They don't. They don't whether to scream or eat a banana. Or move to, like, Mattoon, Illinois. See, I bet you one thing, it's not going to happen there again, because they'll be watching for it. How about Methuen? Where the hell is Methuen? Is that like in Pennsylvania or somewhere?
Don't know.
I've heard there is a town. How about like Schenectady? I still think that would be a safe bet.
Sure.
Even the people who live there don't want to be there. Lake Forge.
Oh, I could name a lot of little
little
nothings.
the dinky places. Aintree would be good. Aintree, it's hard to get there. You got to take the Coolahuasi River.
Knoxon,
Burt
Montana.
Reynolds will draw you a map.
You couldn't find that if you had a map.
Exactly. Shelby, Montana would be great right now. All those orange heads. Be dynamite place to be. Here's Isla Morada. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Neil?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, one of your few Haitian listeners here.
All right.
I don't know if you have any questions yesterday, but you know how your favorite station, Channel 7, has one of their few late-breaking stories?
Yeah.
On Monday, they had a late-breaking story about Governor,
what's his name?
What's the governor of Minnesota again?
Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura.
That's the one, yeah.
Breaking story that, he's in the hospital for some kind of blood clot he had somewhere. And then they go to break and come back, and they apologize because the story was 7 months old.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess they wanted to kind of like lump it in there with John Kerry and the prostate cancer and Bob Graham and his heart being cut in half and whatever they're doing. They just want to lump it all in there together, I guess.
Hey, by the way, Neil, how can I get one of those Mobit CDs there?
How can you get one?
Yes.
Order it right off our website. Go steal a computer, get onto our website, and order it right off of there.
Matter of fact, I'll steal one, bring one for Carlos and George.
All right, we can use one. Make sure it works, by the way, because ours ain't worth a crap. Thanks.
All right, dear.
See you, man. 567-0560. This is it. This is the last time. If there's any day in my life that I didn't want to come in here and beg for phone calls, this was going to be the day, And it's just sad. They must literally be under the bed. They must be scared crapless. UN resolution. Oh, no, that's not the UN. The International Atomic Energy Association resolution declares North Korea in breach of UN.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And shocked.
Can't imagine why. I hate that Kim Il-jung, don't you?
Nice hair, though.
I hate that damn Barzini. In fact, he said, I hate that goddamn Barzini. Isn't that what he said?
Something like that.
Don't be saying that on our show again, Santino. Isn't that who said that? Wasn't that his line? Who said that?
I remember. We could get the book.
Or was it Carlo?
Might have been Carlo. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it again.
Hey, Carlo. Let's go to Vegas. What do you say? Clemens has got the tickets. He's in the back seat. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Favorite characters from movies, 19 silent movies, huh? Up till 1929. Hey, speaking of old farts, if you're a fat old fart, or even if you're young like the Beast, how do you lose the weight? Everybody wants to peddle you on this diet and all these magic pills and all these potions and drink this crap over the weekend. Guess what? That's not going to do the job. Look at the Beast. If you got a strong stomach, he's lost about 50 pounds. I bet you over 50 pounds when he weighs in on Friday. Balance for life is the way to go. You owe it to yourself to try this. If you've tried a zillion other ways to lose weight and haven't been successful, this very well might do it for you because you don't have to count any calories. It's as simple as can be. No carbohydrate counting, no shopping, no cleaning, no worries. All you do is fill out the little menu they give you each week. You pick between 2 choices for each meal, which consists of 3 delicious gourmet meals and 2 delicious snacks. They're in your little black sack. And they bring your sack to your house, to your office, wherever you want by 6 in the morning every day, and there's your food for the whole day. And we're not talking about pigeon-like sizes. We're talking about ample sizes of delicious food, everything fresh, to keep you full all day long. And the weight just pours off your body, and you'll have a big smile on your puss. If you want to do as well as the Beast, or probably even better, let Balance of Life take all the details for you. Call them right now and find out what it's all about, and get yourself in shape again. 954-568-3229 is the number to call. 954-568-3229, or check them out on the web if you like it, balanceforlife.com, and be sure and tell them the Beast told you to call.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Oh, God.
Yo, the Learning Channel and MTV have hooked up to bring you the freshest new decorating show, Trading Cribs. This week, Snoop Dogg and Celine Dion redecorate each other's bedrooms.
Okay, Celine, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take down Snoop's horrible ceiling fan.
Oh, no, the Mr. Dog, he said to me, touch my ceiling fan and I will pop a cap on you.
Trading Cribs. Watch music's biggest stars shine, and sand, and paint.
So, Snoop, what should we do with Celine's bedroom?
Yo, check it out. I think we need to paint over that big old picture, that fat old ball cracker with the white beard, you dig?
Yeah, but that's a mural of her husband, Renee.
Say, what?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I know.
Trading Cribs. Will Snoop Dogg be bow-wowed by what Celine's done to his beloved bedroom?
Okay, Mr. Snoop. I hope you like what I have done, yes? Okay, you are opening your eyes now.
Hey, wait, hold up. Where my damn ceiling fan at?
Oh,
get over here.
No,
Come here,
please,
girl.
please don't kill me, no.
Don't miss Trading Cribs right after TRL. Total Redecorate Live.
I beg your pardon?
It's not even on the bridge.
10:33 at 560 WQM. So anyway, you're going on about it's not on the bridge. You honestly know what you're talking about. Fox News is showing, they were showing. Now we got Carl Levin. Suspicious truck stopped on the New York City Whitestone Bridge, it said. I don't even know where the Whitestone Bridge is, do you?
No.
I never heard of the Whitestone Bridge.
Pretty big bridge, though.
Was it? Well, it's a pretty big city. But anyway, there's a suspicious truck that's been stopped, and that's all they're saying right now. Now we go back to whoever this guy is. Who's this guy? With that schmuck on his head. Wow.
Chief of Urology at the Johns Hopkins Hospital. He's talking about prostate cancer surgery being...
Oh, for John Kerry, okay. Gee, don't you feel like a little overwhelmed? Maybe that's why these people are like hiding under the bed. It's like overwhelming. Everybody who wants to run as a Democrat now is coming down with some horrible disease. Bob Graham's heart is like in 16 different parts. That operation already was done. Didn't they already do it? Or am I wrong? Huh? I think they did that because the doctor told him...
Your heart is dirty.
But other than that, it's done. It's done. Just, Carlos, you're a little bit too hyper today. Just calm down a little bit, relax. End of the world is coming. Why not try like a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day? You might actually like it. Buy Carlos some chocolates.
He doesn't like chocolates.
He won't eat them, then we will. 312 votes. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape? It changes nothing. 92. Changes nothing. Proves that Bush is playing right into his hands. 82. See, I don't understand, because it says on the tape, supposedly, that he calls Saddam Hussein a despot. He calls him an infidel.
Well, that proves it to me.
Well,
Does
so
an infidel mean buddy?
Anyway, all the more reason to attack Iraq now, 72. What, me worry, 41, and if it's not him, he's really dead, 25 out of 312 votes. Suspicious truck stopped on New York City's Whitestone Bridge.
Carefully, and actually Dr. Epstein, who's the...
And this guy, they got the schmata head on there talking about John Kerry's prostate cancer surgery. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I just want to tell you, if you want to know where the Whitestone Bridge is, it connects the Bronx and Queens.
Okay.
That's where it connects. There's 3 bridges that connect the Bronx and Queens.
And the Viz Queens?
Yeah. There's the Triborough, the Whitestone, and the Throgs Neck. This is the one in the middle.
All they're doing is they're showing a truck, and they got like a big tow truck in front of it, and it's just sitting there, and that's about it.
And it's not on the bridge.
And it's not on the bridge. It's near the bridge.
Okay, well, I just want to let you know.
Thanks for the good news.
You got it. Bye-bye.
Okay, there they are. They're like a truck. Now, what makes it suspicious?
It's white. Don't you notice how white and plain it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty suspicious to me.
It's rectangular, kind of a boxy rectangular shape.
Rectal?
Yeah.
Reading and glad to get going.
And I see they're trying to walk and chew gum at the same time, okay? And you notice every step they take a little tilt further to the right. Oh, that's right, it's Fox News. Yeah, look, it looks like they're walking on a list. By the way, good luck with your test results today, Carlos. Don't forget, I want the triglyceride number 78. That's you're never going to beat that. I'm telling you. He wouldn't know a triglyceride number from his ass.
Well, neither would I for that matter.
78. Do you know how good that is for an old fag like me? It's great.
What should his be? What should a a guy like him
65,
okay.
75, something like that. Certainly under 100. If your triglyceride, first of all, he doesn't eat anything. He doesn't like chocolate. He doesn't eat any of that crap. His triglyceride's probably going to be like 50.
He's on that Black Crowes diet. Remember we have that bit? A nutritious Marlboro cigarette for breakfast and then one for lunch.
Here's a call from Boca as we continue trying to sort out all the, there's just too many things going on. You just want to cave in and just give up. Here's Boca.
Neil,
Hello.
Neil, good morning.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk a little bit about triglycerides because I have a problem with them, and I want to know what creates the problem with them. Blood pressure's normal. Sugar's good. 111. What is making my triglycerides out of whack? And I don't eat any crazy.
Well, let me ask you this: why would you be asking a fat old fart like me? I mean,
because a fat old fart like you seems to know everything about your diet and your weight, and you're always
that's why I'm in
looking
such
at
good
it.
shape. I was at the doctor all day yesterday. Well, I mean, what are you eating? Are you eating like a lot of crap?
No, I'm telling you right now, I don't have any crap in my house to eat other than fresh fruits and grain cereals and things like that.
Green cereals?
Grain.
Like Lucky Charms?
No, none of that crap.
Oh.
No.
Well, what's your triglyceride number?
It's in the 90s.
Well, what's wrong with that? That's excellent.
Is it?
Anything under 100 is sensational.
Okay, well, I was a little bit
When
worried.
you said, I thought you were going to tell me it was 300. It was, if it's like in the hundreds, like 300, 400, then if there were 250, that's a bad number.
Now, let me ask you quickly.
Anything under 100 is outstanding.
What
Just because
causes
yours
that?
ain't as good as mine, I mean, you know.
Well, of course not.
Too bad.
But what causes that?
What causes what?
You know, the triglycerides to go up.
Eating a lot of sugar and starches and crap.
See, I don't, though.
But yours is 90. I'm trying to tell you, you should keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
And no Lucky Charms.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya. See, I'd helped this guy out. He thought that he was like, he's panicking over there. Everybody's panicking. Not us. We're calm. Aren't we? Oh, there's a very suspicious looking truck. And now they got it over there on the snow. And they got to pull the truck over to the side, and there's a big ass tow truck. A big yellow tow, well, just a regular pedestrian tow truck. The kind that they like tow pedestrians away in. And it's just, that's it. There's nothing going on. There's like nobody near it. Now maybe they're just afraid some...
It was like 3 blocks from the bridge.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's good they got it before it got to the bridge.
Looked like it was aiming in the other direction.
Maybe they're like a bunch of liberals on it, which is why they got it on Fox News. They're going to like tow them away. We won't see them again. Can we go to like a real news network on here instead of that crap? Oh, here's this guy again. John Kerry discusses surgery.
Antigen PSA is a blood test. It's made by the prostate. If the cancer has been completely eliminated, the PSA test should be undetectable, and I would expect it to...
You get to be an old fart like me. Every year have that PSA test. Mine was 2.9. Not too bad.
Senators,
sometimes it's like 1.9. It kind of like, it fluctuates. If it gets over 4 then you start getting a little bit concerned. If it gets to be really high, then you've got to go...
What does that actually stand for?
PSA?
Yeah.
Public service announcement.
Well, I knew that.
I know. See, this guy's asking me about triglycerides, and you're asking me what all this PSA test stand for.
You're like an expert in all these tests.
Am I the picture of health?
No, but...
Exactly.
So
do I look to you like a picture
tests.
of health, fat old queen like me?
You're a medical
fat old
expert,
Viz queen?
Had lots of procedures.
I'm an expert on how you get sick because, believe me, on what not to do. I just got through telling you. I don't know what it stands for. Somebody will call in and tell us that, too. I don't know. And what difference does it make what it stands for? You ought to be getting one of those. Huh? When you get your blood test. Carlos, he's too young for that, although you never know. But like after you're like 35 or 40, every time you get your blood taken, like every year, whenever, you ought to have the PSA test done too. Can't hurt. That's what John Kerry said. 20 before 11 at 560.
Prostate-specific antigens?
See, I had part of it. That's what it means.
I feel better now.
No, you don't, because it doesn't make any difference what it says. It's like it's medical lingo, lingo jingo, van lingo mungo. It means nothing to us. Mumbo jumbo, although I do like good gumbo. I don't like that New Orleans food, too spicy. And if you have irritable bowel, spastic colon. Oh. See, one good thing about all these terror alerts and all these horrendous things that everybody's got planned for us around the world, if you got all these health problems, you don't have to worry about it that much more. Speaking of that, if you do want to do something about your health problems, if you're fat, if you're big fat, you look like crap, I know, believe me, I see it in the mirror every day, just all this oozing fat, and you're also unhealthy. Although my doctor said my squeeze is very good. But if you're fat, here's a great story. You'll enjoy shopping, and especially if you're on the Atkins or any other low-carb store. Delights of West Boca. The entire store is for you. 600-plus delicious low-carb food products. This week, check out the new low-carb tortilla chips in original or pico gallo flavor by Carb Sense. And with a great-tasting no-carb bruschetta by Walden Farm, you put these two together and you'll be in snack heaven. Or put them separately or put them wherever you want. And whether it's Carbolite ice cream, breads, chips, muffins, cheesecakes, pasta, and sauces, Delights of West Boca is the place, and you can try anything in the store before you buy it. Fat Rich was telling me about the Carbolite ice cream at the track Monday night. He said it's really good stuff, and maybe you can be as healthy as he is, if you eat enough of it. At Delights, the staff knows their stuff. They know the Atkins diet, top to bottom, inside and out. They're open every day, 7 days a week, 10 to 10. And at Delights, you'll find the most complete line of Atkins brand products anywhere. And here comes the best part. Unlike the gas stations that are ripping you off, always 25% off all day, every day. So if you're on any low-carb diet in the world, here's the #1 sugar-free story anywhere. Delights of West Boca on the northeast corner of Glades and 441, right next door to Boston Market, or call 1-877-LOW-CARB. Check them out on the web if you like at lowcarb.com. Don't forget, there's only one Delights of West Boca. It's your official Atkins Retail Center.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sky is falling.
On MTV's hit TV show, Becoming, average kids spend a day living the life of a music celebrity. But what happens when those same kids return to school the next day? Find out on MTV's new show, Becoming Unpopular.
Becoming Lil Bow Wow was a dream come true, but the next day at gym class, everyone called me Lil Loser Boy and flushed my undies down the toilet.
Watch the Becoming winners turn into losers on MTV's Becoming Unpopular.
After I reenacted Christina Aguilera's dirty video, all the boys in my algebra class passed around rude photos of me from the internet. Luckily, I got mono and I was able to stay home for the rest of the semester. Oh my God.
This week, watch Arnold Underwood get an atomic wedgie during soccer practice after becoming Aaron Carter. It's all part of Becoming Unpopular on MTV.
Several criteria: high symbolic value, mass casualties, severe damage to the U.S. economy, the maximum psychological trauma. And then finally it gets into...
Thanks, Ted. Ted Kennedy, getting us all ready for a nice, delicious lunch. I'd go out and eat a lot if I were you, wouldn't you? Go out and right now and eat.
You got to bulk up.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Get ready for the impending disasters, what I would say. Fatal mistake, says the Globe, as we look through these tabloids this week. Right on the front cover there, Columbia tragedy, their last terrifying 7 minutes inside the shuttle. And it's got pictures, of course, of the streaking, all the different pieces of the Columbia, zooming across the skyline. Fatal mistakes, how human error and budget cutbacks led to the loss of 7 brave souls. Now, you think they're ever in their final report going to actually admit that?
No.
Even though lots of other people are saying that's what it was? Even though we had the warnings about the rings before the Challenger. You know, again, that icing up business. But don't confuse the public with the facts because they like the hearts and flowers aspect of these stories. And the media is very, that's what they emphasize on. It's just not the right thing to say is that, we sacrificed 7 people and we just basically killed them. That's not a good thing to say. Especially during these trying times. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Lady in Sunrise, hello.
Neil?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm serious this morning, and I just got off...
I beg your pardon?
I'm serious this morning.
Well, I'm serious, too.
I just got off the phone with my daughter from North Carolina. She just returned from Vegas.
Right.
You know how women change their purses. They use, different times they have different pocketbooks. So she emptied out her purse, found a pocket knife, a silver one, and she said she's been at least on a plane 8 times with a pocket knife in her purse, and it went undetected.
How about the box cutter?
She said I was glad that she was the one that had the pocket knife.
Makes me feel real safe.
This is incredible, Neil.
Yeah. Well, they put it on a good dog and pony show for us, but it's a lick and a schmear. And I still say, when you look at the people who are doing the checking at the airports, forget about it.
Well,
just take a look at them.
They're supposed to go to Australia, and now she doesn't want to go. She doesn't feel safe on an international flight.
Well, not only that, but of all the places to go, why would she want to go to Australia?
Well, her husband
they're on the list. They're on the Schmidt list, believe me.
Her husband works for Xerox, or not Xerox, IBM, and they're sending them there this summer. But she's very skeptical now. I mean, this is disgusting. I just can't believe it. I don't fly a lot myself. But for the people that are boarding these planes thinking they're safe,
I never thought that. Because I see the way that they're doing things, and they always seem to pick me out, and they check my belt, and they have me take my shoes off, and they're looking in, practically doing a cavity search. I just don't think that. And plus, I'm such a regular flyer. They should already have a profile by now. They should know that I'm not dangerous to anybody except at the food counter.
Well, they stopped Al Gore too. Remember?
You're right.
Okay.
Good luck.
Now.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You'll need it. So she's not too confident right there, that lady. A lot of the rest of you folks that fly, that get on these commercial flights, and you look around at those people, the screeners, and you say, I don't think so. And you watch the behavior, how they get bogged down, talking back and forth. And just like that little boat in San Francisco, the little dinghy, and it always is like the people in the airport. It's like they vanish into thin air.
Maybe it sunk.
No, seriously. I mean, how is that possible? How is it possible if they're really paying attention, if they're really... And, of course, we got to have these big tax cuts so we can't afford the kind of budget we need for real Homeland Security. That's what it boils down to.
Well, we got the Patriot Act. We got Homeland Security.
Right. 567. We're not on Fox anymore. We're back on
I'm
CNN.
sorry.
Okay, so quit talking that crap. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that truck in New York they're looking at, is that a white rectangular box truck?
Yes.
Oh, it could be worse than we think then.
That could be.
I just counted 10 on 595. And
Made me pretty nervous. A big white truck. In fact, you remember back when we had all the shootings going on at Malvo Punk and that other guy? Remember that they kept saying that they were in a white trunk and a truck and a white van?
Yep.
Turned out to be nothing to do with it. They were in that beat-up old Chevy.
Shouldn't we be calling Rick Sanchez to cover this thing or what?
Oh, he's going to cover it with a blanket.
Talk to you later.
Okay. He's hovering over it right now. He's hovering over the bridge. That's another reason I never turn on MSNBC until 2 o'clock. I know the coast is clear so I can watch Pat and Bill Press. Bill Press yesterday, by the way, was great. He really just cut loose. I mean, talking just about all of these things, you know. About this whole war on Iraq thing and the administration and the coal and Powell business. He's one of the few people in the mainstream media, if you can call him that has actually told it like it was. And you got to hand it to him, man. He did a masterful job. Look at the polls. The poll numbers are way up. The public, they're buying it. They're buying it. We believe you. And then again, they take this tape yesterday, this bin Laden tape, and they spin that into something that it certainly doesn't sound like to anybody with a brain. When he's talking about the fact that Saddam is a infidel. I mean, Saddam's not a religious fanatic. He's anything but.
Right.
Plus, he ain't the right religion anyway.
No rag on his head. No beard.
No schmata head.
And
look at that sloppy mustache he's got. And those big,
go to college.
And those big fat cigars he's puffing on.
They hate him.
Right. But I hear they're in bed together is what I'm hearing.
Right.
Don't forget, join George for happy hour 5 to 7 tonight at Treasure Island, located off the Palmetto, just north of the 122nd Street exit. Stop by for prizes and drink specials. I bet you Boca Brian's going to be there.
And Miguel and Carlos.
And Miguel and Carlos and a bunch of other very, very horny people. What the hell is, well, I'm not going to even ask. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
This is me. Yes, Neil, I wanted your opinion on the Middle East. A little something that hasn't been brought up in the news.
You'd like, wait a minute, you'd like my opinion on the Middle East?
No, well, the question I'm about to ask is, what is your opinion on all of our concentrated troops in one small place as far as, being vulnerable with all those troops? And if they do have nuclear capability, how come they wouldn't do it right there and make us look bad and give us the blame? And
he's already said that whatever capability he's got, he's going to use it. If we invade, he's got nothing to lose at that point.
What I'm saying is, what if he does it in his own territory, takes out a lot of our special forces troops, and makes us look bad because everybody else thinks we dropped the bomb?
And what are we going to have left for North Korea, by the way?
That's what,
Something to think about. And for the fight against terrorism, which I thought it was what this was all about.
It isn't?
I thought that's what we were doing, is fighting the evildoers. The real evildoers, and these other small potatoes that we could deal with. We can keep him under a microscope for years if need be, while we're taking care of important business. And another thing I don't understand. While George Tenet is up there testifying in front of Congress from the CIA, they keep telling us about all these Al-Qaeda individuals that we have, not necessarily cells, but these individuals that they're following and monitoring. Now, I realize that they're going to say, well, if we keep following them, they'll lead us to others and so on. But why aren't they in custody?
Right.
Because every time we arrest a bunch of these people, it disrupts whatever planning that they're doing. Right?
Right.
But they're not doing that.
Unless maybe they're not following anybody.
No, well, that's what they're telling us.
Well, I'm convinced.
In addition to which, this morning, I start out on the news by saying, well, there's a whole bunch, there may be hundreds of Al-Qaeda operatives in the country that we're not even onto yet. Well, surprise, as if that is a shock to anybody? Are you shocked?
And dismayed.
And dismayed. But you got a good deal on gas. I'd go out there and gas up right now. Gas up your SUV like that first guy for the weekend. It's not that far away if we're still here. There's George Tenet. Looking back with a confused look on his puss.
Its country. While Iranian officials have contended that this step has been undertaken to address civilian energy needs.
Wasn't that Olympia Snow from Maine who said that they found out about the orange terror alert in the news media? She said the federal government didn't exactly do a great job in informing the officials around the country in the 50 states because the people in Maine found out about it through the news media. They heard about it on CNN. But we do understand we are taking these things seriously. We do understand that. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. I tell you the result of the poll right now, if this thing shows up again here. There's the clock. There's the time. I'm looking on my homepage here, and there it says done on the bottom. You know what's in between the clock and where it says done on the bottom?
Nothing.
A nice white screen. Well, it'll show up on there again. How long is this going to go on here? All day?
Perhaps.
Maybe it's sabotage. You think? Oh, there it is. 379 votes. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape? It changes nothing, 114. Proves that Bush is playing into his hands, 100. All the more reason to attack Iraq now, 88. What, me worry? 47. And it's not him, he's really dead. 30. 30 people are a lot smarter than we are, which ain't saying too much. Hey, I'll tell you one thing, you don't have to be a genius to call Dry Concepts. All you have to do is be somebody who wants to have a great-looking house. If you want your carpeting looking just like brand new, no matter how soiled and mildewy and crappy it may look right now, Dry Concepts will come to your home and dry clean your carpets. Nobody else in the world does it. It's an exclusive, patented method. That's why I've been using them in my house for well over 20 years now, and everybody else I know that's got any intelligence uses Dry Concepts because they know, just like I do, that you can't get a better deal all the way around. First of all, as far as price is concerned, it's always a fair price, and they guarantee that. They give you a written guaranteed price up front before they start doing the work. They dry clean your carpets, they make them look and smell just like brand new, lemony fresh, and then they're dry in a couple of hours, you're ready to rock and roll again. And they also do a stupendous job of cleaning your upholstery and your leather furniture, your drapery, whatever needs to be cleaned. If you have pet odor problems, mildew odors from water damage, they'll make all that stuff go away like with a magic wand. So if you want a stupendous job every time at a guaranteed fair price, do yourself a big favor and call the best in the world. Dry Concepts. Call them toll-free, 1-800-248-5071. 1-800-248-5071, or just log on to their website at dryconcepts.com. Don't forget, with Dry Concepts, you clean today and you can entertain tonight.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Young is too young.
Wait up, little Georgie, wait up. Chill out, little Georgie, chill out. The people have been polled, and this is what you've been told. About 2-1, they don't want war, so put your plans on hold. Wait up, little Georgie, hold up, little Georgie. Well, why don't we try to get Osama? Why don't we get Mullah Omar? Yeah. What we gonna tell the world when they say no more war? Wake up, little Georgie, hold up, little Georgie. Well, we know Saddam is really a big threat, but no one wants to see World War III yet. Wait up, little Georgie, chill out, little Georgie. We ought to stay home. Wait up, little Georgie, wait up. Chill out, little Georgie, chill out. Before you send our men, be sure to count to 10. Before you blow the crap out of Iraq, please listen to the UN. Wait up, little Georgie, hold up, little Georgie. Wait up, little Georgie.
1103 at 560 WQM. So somebody faxes me Molly Ivan's great column from Sunday. The only problem with that, cozying up to the fringe right. The only problem with that is we had it on the website on Monday. Huh? See, these people don't understand. I appreciate very much them faxing me the stuff, but we're on top of it, man. I'm scouring it. And it was on it. And another problem is that they're not checking bedtime stories on our website, which is very depressing to me, too.
They ought to be.
They ought to be every single day. Because unlike before when I was wasting all of the valuable airtime reading bedtime stories, which the audience obviously does not want at all, so I don't have to do that anymore because they're right on our website. And, anybody with a brain, if they don't have a computer like that Haitian guy, they can go out and, steal one, borrow one.
Go to the library.
Go to the library. Go on the internet every day. This should be like part of your homework assignment. I mean, forget what I have to say. What the hell do we know? George knows nothing. I know less than nothing. We know nothing. There's Robert Byrd.
Excellent
He
timing.
knows that he just celebrated his 342nd birthday. And he's just barely remembers those days when he used to walk around with those white sheets on. Yeah. Bobby.
This world.
Bobby.
Senator Robert Byrd.
And we're going to step away at this.
Yeah, I bet you are going to step away. Senator Byrd is about to expire right there. Right on the floor of the U.S. Senate. Colin Powell is again.
Now is the hearing now before the House International Relations Committee.
And there's Henry. He's hiding it. Henry Hyde, the one that broke up the marriage of that poor old 73-year-old guy in West End.
Looking leader there. Now
that's the one. He's hiding it.
Secretary of State Colin Powell, and he's just now beginning some very interesting remarks.
How does he know that? That they're going to be very interesting if he hasn't said them yet. Not that the news is slanted or tilted. This is CNN, by the way.
Finally, to make sure that...
That was the same guy that mispronounced Gary Puckett's name?
The final part of the resolution clearly said...
Leon, whatever his name is.
There are new material breaches, further material breaches.
Notice how his voice is cracking now? He's getting so desperate to put it over.
As it must, then serious consequences will flow. Every member sitting in the council that day and all of their capitals understood that serious consequences meant if Iraq did not take this last chance, this last opportunity.
No more chances. You've had it. That's it. Here comes La Bamba, baby. What are you laughing about? He did a magnificent job of peddling bullcrap to the American public. They said, he looks so authentic, and he's such a reasonable guy, and he really knows his crap. He would
How do you think they did it? Money?
Are you questioning the veracity of our Secretary of State again?
Yes.
Here's a fax from one of our chronic faxers who says, have you ever seen North Korean President Kim Jong-il, and Marty Allen in the same place?
I'll go check.
Also, the actual remark which was watered down by the press by Lyndon Johnson about Gerald Ford was, he can't walk and fart at the same time. But you in those days, you certainly couldn't say, it would be very presidential to say he can't walk and fart at the same time.
He could walk and fall at the same time.
Or like a horse, maybe he could walk and schmitt at the same time and then say, I was just trying to fart, It just kind of like slipped out. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Mad Dog at 1, the Humper at 3. Shitco Panther preview at 7. The Panthers and the Rangers with Alexei Kovalev, 7:30 from the Mac Arena. Any interest?
No.
Eddie K after the game and Joe and Mark overnight. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I hear you talk about Pompano Harness Track. Is that a good place to go?
I beg your pardon?
Is that a good place to go, Pompano Harness Track?
Well,
I was going to go there.
What does that mean? Is it a good place to go? What does that mean?
I was going to go there tonight. Are you going tonight?
No, I'm
Is that
not.
a good night?
No, I'm not. But that's a good reason for you to go. Go and have a good time. Brian Sears, baby. Bet Brian Sears. Plunge your guts out. Just take a bag full of money. Brian Sears, Bruce Ranger. Bruce Ranger, Brian Sears. Once in a great while, Wally Hennessy when he's in the right mood. Not Dave Ingraham, please. 5670560, pound 5. I mean, here we are. Here's Colin Powell up there. Here's Senator Byrd, who's on the verge of falling asleep in front of the U.S. Senate. We got all these people running out to buy bottled water and Visqueen. And this guy wants to know, is Pompano Park a good place to be, and will I be there? Oh, good God Almighty. Here's Sunrise. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
No, let's see here, Neil. I called you for one thing, but I was listening to what you said about if they know about these Al-Qaeda people, why are they not arrested? I work for a credit reporting agency, and one of the things that they now check off is a thing called an OFAC report, which is kind of like an undesirable, whether it's a money launderer, illegal alien, potential terrorist thing. And I'm like going, well, if they can identify this, why are they still here? Why are they, I don't even, it puzzles me.
Why aren't they all down in Guantanamo with the other scumbags?
If they have a list, why haven't they picked these people up? Why do, but the reason I called was my wife and I, we live in Northeast State. We tried Flores again. It is good. We went back there. We had stopped going when it changed ownership from Johnny and Joe. And I'll tell you, it's just as good when you were at IOD. I hate to say it, maybe better.
Maybe even better. They brought us food a couple of weeks ago. It was sensational.
It was. We took it to go, and they have beer and wine again, which is good too.
Okay.
We took it to go. And
now let me ask you, how many free meals are you getting for making this call?
None.
Not that I have a problem with that, but I'm just curious.
No, I'm not.
Well,
you
should be. Should get a discount on the next meal.
Well, I just like to see that the area where I live actually comes back. You got Sloika down there now. You've got all these restaurants coming on Biscayne, so hopefully 79th Street will come back too.
Excellent. Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
See you at Flores. 567, say hi to Sonny in the market too. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless mine line.
In order to get Saddam Hussein off the hook.
Okay, can't do it, Sally. You hear that? He said, can you get me off the hook, Tom, for old time's sake? That's what he said. He heard you talking about The Godfather yesterday. Better get with it, mister. Hey, speaking of getting with it, guys, Valentine's Day is only 2 days away. It's this Friday. And what women really want is for you to put a little bit of thought and creativity into your gift. This year, express yourself in a fun and original way and say with a Vermont teddy bear. Just call 1-800-829-BEAR and a friendly bear counselor will help you choose from over 100 bears, handcrafted in Vermont, delivered in a colorful gift box with a free card and chocolate. Tell her she lights your fire with that new burnin' love bear dressed like a hunky fireman with love tattoo on his arm. Or say I'm wild about you with the jungle love bear. They've even got bears for her hobby or occupation. Sending a Vermont teddy bear is a creative personal alternative to flowers that'll be around long after Valentine's Day to remind her of you. Sending a bear to the office that her coworkers can see how thoughtful and romantic you are is a swell idea too. Overnight and Valentine's Day delivery still guaranteed. So call 1-800-829-BEAR or shop online at VermontTeddyBear.com. This year do it the right way, the smart way. Say it with a Vermont Teddy Bear for Valentine's Day and tell them that fat old Neil told you to call 1-800-829-BEAR.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
The Banana Republic, baby. Only in Miami.
I was attacked by the monkey man. He went and maimed my friend Punjab. Oh no, I don't feel safe in India. Oh, I'd rather be in New York and drive a cab. Thank you, my friend. Oh, thank you, my friend.
I'd go get one right now. Okay, it's 11:14 at 560 WQAM. There's Muff. He's dancing around here like a wild man. He's coming up with all kinds of neat programming ideas, like playing music again. That sounds good to us. 417 votes on the poll. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape? Not too many calls about that. Not much interest. It changes nothing. Maybe that's why. 122, 29.2%. Changes nothing. Proves that Bush is playing right into his hands, 115, 27.5%. All the more reason to attack Iraq now.
Oh!
93, 22.5%. What, me worry? 55. 55 people who are oblivious no matter what's going on. That's our crowd. And 32 say, it's not him, he's really dead. If it was him, why don't we get a videotape? Oh, and I had to laugh. They were saying yesterday, explaining why it was an audio instead of a videotape. It's much easier to smuggle to somewhere a audio tape than a videotape. Because you know how big those videotapes are.
The size of our debts.
Those big, clunky videotapes. I know what they... I'm just being facetious.
I know. I'm being facetious.
It's a joke. But this is the mass media for you. You know, just saying a lot of stupid, idiotic things so they can go along with the government line. They can toe the line. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Noon to 1, our big Wednesday comedy hour, and believe me, we need that today. We need a lot, don't we? You bet. And like I said before, be a real good time, hop in a car, keep the show turned on real loud, have a few chuckles, and head out to Home Depot, some of those other kind of places, Lindsley Lumber if they were still in business, and pick up your Visqueen and a bunch of bottled water, duct tape, get lots of duct tape. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Neil, two things for you. On your poll, it's not Osama, he's really dead. It's a plot by Bush just to get America to back him.
Yeah.
All right. And
so
on the Visqueen.
So in other words, Bush made the tape? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not saying he made the tape, but the administration did.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing. That's one way of thinking.
Yeah, it is.
Another thing, I don't know. He's looking for backing, right?
Yeah. And what's the other thing?
The other thing, with the Visqueen, you need plenty of Visqueen and duct tape. Duct tape the corners, go out and get some olive oil, Crisco.
Okay, great, and have a good time. Have a party. I guess he's going to be at Treasure Island to see you tonight.
Oh, boy.
No, that was duct tape, we said, sir, with a D. I think he misunderstood. Duct tape. You know what this reminds me of? I don't want to be a skeptic or a cynical or, not abide by the word of my government, but it's a step away from back during the Cold War. When as a little kid in school, they used to have these instructional films to show us what to do in the event of a nuclear attack.
And they would show those
and
years
they would
later.
show you how to hide under your desk in school. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a bomb. Hide under the desk. Put your hands over your head. Stick one foot up your
rectum
ass.
Because that'll keep you from melting.
Right. It's one step away from that. And of course, the obedient masses out there, they're going to go out there and they're not gonna, they're doing it. They're doing it. And I'll say it like I said in the beginning of the show. Nobody's commented on this, but it just makes common sense to me. Although that story about Mattoon, Illinois, I mean, that's a little bit disconcerting. Even though Stephen Hatfield went to high school there. But I don't think if you live in Poughkeepsie, New York, or in Elmira, or in Albion, Michigan, or in Howe, Indiana, or in Shelby, Montana, I don't think you're in a lot of danger. Right?
Right. But you never know.
I mean, what are they talking about? They're talking about East Coast targets. Primarily the Northeast seems to be what they're emphasizing. And you notice we never heard one more word about that white box truck.
Please.
We never heard another word about it. Well, that was the Fox people. Well, we're too busy with Showdown Iraq. But at any rate, what good is it going to do? What good can it possibly do to put duct tape on your windows? What is that going to? It's like here's a picture of a guy, Pedro Lara, an employee of Flagler Surplus. Well, see, I mean, they want to do business, which is fine. More power to them, you know. Who the hell wants to buy those ugly things anyway? In fact, 100 years ago, when my father had an Army surplus store, we used to sell those too. Gas masks, Army surplus gas masks. Oh, if I would only save that, you know, I might not be in good shape right now. Could have saved one.
I got one.
Would have been good on the elevator that day. When I said I was in a fog.
I should bring it to work.
He's donning one of the gas masks in stock Tuesday. A few have been sold of late, it says. Anti-biological suits, gas masks, all of these things. People are out buying up. In spite of the fact, now when we had the anthrax scare, didn't they tell us that this wouldn't do any good?
Yeah.
Didn't they tell us that? Yes.
Shut up.
Oh. And smallpox, will that protect?
No.
Of course not. But nevertheless.
But it'll make you feel better as you're breathing your own breath back at you.
It will make you feel better to be walking around like that, like this guy here with a mask on.
You'll look stylish.
I say, how about let's borrow OJ's ski mask?
All right.
That's not a bad idea.
And his other glove.
In fact, maybe while he's here, we ought to be thankful for once that he's here to protect us, you know, against the evildoers. 567-0560, pound 560. I'm getting really pissed off about this internet. Are they doing anything about it, or is it just, comme ci, comme ça, whatever the hell because there it is, 450 votes. Oh my God, this place, every day that I'm here, and I send this message out to anybody who insists, the show is so much better when Neil is here. Bullcrap. And you've seen how sick I've been the last couple of days. You want to know why? Because I'm here. The eating, the sitting on your ass, the whole ambiance of being here is deadly. This place is a killer. So I'm going to go up to Marshall, Michigan for a few months till the coast is clear. You know, and not that I'm worried about things. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Let me crawl off under my bed here for a second to talk to you.
Okay, crawl right underneath there. Make sure you get that.
Listen, that guy is just stole a little bit of my thunder in a way because I think you're going to see parts of the tape that you want to see. Everything that comes out that this administration puts out is always for the pro-war. I mean, all these 51% of people that voted Bush into office, all of a sudden, I think he thinks he's a god or something.
Well, Colin did the job, man. He put Colin on the job, and he got it done. 71, 72% now say, hey, we're with you. We believe it. Let's go get him.
But he sits there and prays about God bless this, right? But, we're going to go in there and kill all these innocent people, because I guess he thinks he has the right to do it.
Yeah, but those are living people, not unborn fetuses, sir. You got your priorities screwed up.
Yeah, I know, but it's not just me. Anyway, use the duct tape to stop the windows from
shattering.
Okay,
be sure and tape down the covers around the edges of the bed so none sneaks in there underneath and gets you. Okay. 567. Just hide under your desk, Johnny. Put your textbooks over your head.
Duck and cover.
Did you say ducked and cover? That's what we did back then. We ducked and covered. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Don't forget, for a good time tonight, join George Happy hour, 5 to 7 at Treasure Island off the Palmetto, just north of the 122nd Street exit. Stop by for prizes and drink specials and have a great time. Where's Boca Brian, by the way?
He ought to be here.
Isn't he coming in today?
Should be.
Where the hell is he, bald-headed geek? He'll be here because he's on the way to Treasure Island.
He's in Duff's office being interviewed.
Being frisked, being patted down for weapons of individual destruction. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
All right, how you doing? Oh, I didn't know I was on the air already.
How you doing?
Hey, listen, all right, I'm doing great. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I feel better.
Here's one question I need to ask. Like, Colin Powell was showing you the sites that might be potentially, they're supposed to have the chemicals and so on. Why don't they send the inspectors in there so he could be sure?
Well, you know, they say that every time they send him in there that the inspectors go in the front door and they schlep the stuff out the back door is what they're saying.
Not that damn quick. There's no way in the world that.
Well, not only that, but if they really believe that, why aren't they giving the information to the inspectors in private and not having him go on the air and put it out for the entire world to hear? See?
Thank you.
Doesn't that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, unless they broadcast.
I mean, look, let's face it. We know that they got a bunch of crap because, first of all, we gave most of it in the first place. So we know that they got still a bunch of crap, and especially chemical and biological. But we also know that they're not going to say, hey, here it is, and hand it over to us. So the decision we have to make is, do they really represent an immediate threat to us? And the answer to me is no.
Oh, okay. Hey,
do you think that they do?
I think that they probably got rid of it. They might have.
No, I'm not talking about do they have it. I'm talking about does Saddam Hussein and the people of Iraq, do they represent an immediate threat against this country now?
Oh, no. Korea is number one. We should worry about that more than Saddam Hussein.
But we're not.
Oh, no, that's a big mistake right there. Love your show, and I hope you feel better.
Okay,
and
thanks.
There's one request I would like to hear. I heard at one time it was the Greek talking English, something like that.
Greek language lab, you got it.
All right, great, thank you.
Of course, I say you got it, and that's assuming that's in here, which I'm sure that it is.
Yes.
There it is right there. In fact, just so he doesn't have to wait.
And now, Language Lab, the show that teaches you a foreign language in less than 60 seconds. Today's lesson, Greek. Lesson 1, strawberry pie.
Strawberry pie.
Lesson 2, apple pie.
Apple pie.
Lesson 3, pumpkin pie.
Punky pie.
Customer, what kind of pie do you have? Answer.
Apple pie, strawberry, and punky.
Language Lab is a public service that may not be copied or authorized for resale. Thank you.
I think that guy had a little problem. 25 after 11 at 560 WQAM, the big noon to 1 hour coming up. We got the Mad Dog, Jim Mandich, at 1 o'clock. The Humper, Hank, will be here at 3. Haven't seen Hank in a long time, in a coon's age. You know, Valentine's Day is day after tomorrow. If you really want to spoil your wife or girlfriend, send her a pajamagram. She'll get the softest, the most luxurious pajamas or lingerie, along with a free gift card and lavender bath tea. To send a pajamagram, shop online at pajamagram.com or call them at this toll-free number, 1-800-GIVE-PJs. You'll find lots of styles and fabrics like Egyptian cotton and fine silk with designs by Naturi, Crabtree and Evelyn, Nick and Nora, and lots more. Everything from classic to fun and sexy. They have great bath and body products and spa gifts, too. Forget about the mall. Could be dangerous in the mall, you know it? A pajamagram takes only 5 minutes to order, plus the packaging is amazing so you don't have to wrap it. She'll be so impressed you won't believe it. Women want to be pampered on Valentine's Day, so here's a gift you'll both love. They're the sister company of Vermont teddy bears, so you know you can trust their quality, and you'll get reliable delivery, too. Be imaginative and original this year and send a pajamagram. Valentine's Day delivery is guaranteed. Visit pajamagram.com or call 1-800-GIVE-PJs. That's pajamagram.com, and be sure and tell them that nasty old Neil told you to call.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Fudge packing?
Shut up, you big hog. Ginger Rogers takes a mouthful of the sausage and Jorge's pants.
Hello, George.
That pipe smoker and uncircumcised Cuban engage in a bagel dance. I'm a cranky homophobe. Not that I mind it, but I'm way too old. I fantasize about being in bed.
Jorge.
In a tryst with Fiedler, my man friend. I'll kiss and make up with Ginger someday.
You will?
And then ask him to rape my buns. Over and over again.
I can't stop.
Though I would not feel remorseful.
No!
And I would not be ashamed about a Ginger and Mo gay union. Just boning and stroking away.
Jesus Christ.
Boy, Hildy, you're not my type.
No!
You sound like a 9-year-old kid. Only a macho, manly kind.
You don't notice me.
That makes me flip my wig. If Ginger was a lover of mine, I'd bury my bulbous, veiny nose inside his pimply rear end.
Rectum.
No, I would not be a sport hole.
No!
If I was not a closeted fay. That's why a Ginger and Mo gay union would make me feel giddy and gay.
Everybody follow my bouncing balls.
Yeah, a Ginger and Mo gay union would make my sore old bony ass feel safe.
All right.
If we had a Ginger and Mo gay union, then he wouldn't have to get me raped.
11:31 at 560 WQAM. John Kerry undergoing prostate cancer surgery.
Everything came out very nicely.
Okay, there you go. Now, look, that was incredible. Can you believe that?
No.
If I got the magic touch, I haven't lost it, man.
Anthrax.
Yeah, remember that one. I mean, I was just going to put him on for a minute to make sure everything came out okay, and he said it all came out in the end, or something like that. That was a miracle.
Oh, let's go home.
Couldn't do that again in a million years. I think I deserve the rest of the day off, if you ask me. That was phenomenal. So I can go home and get my duct tape. Yeah, when the hell are those of us who have to work for a living, even though my hours are fairly limited here, but nevertheless, we're going to have to be in these long lines and then go over to Publix and get those big jugs of that nasty bottled water that leaches all the chemicals from the plastic into the water.
Take a case of that fizzy
like that
water
thing you got
here.
there. I love when it says drinking water, like the one you got. Oh, my God.
Not to be confused with flushing water.
Drinking water as opposed to like cesspool water, septic tank water.
Car washing water.
Yeah. Ought to get some real water. Man. Oh, thank God for Sal Falcone. Did we give him a plug, by the way?
Not enough.
From Smart
By
and
the way,
Final?
that pasta.
And Henry
told you
Lee.
about that.
Oh, he brought George a whole bunch, which I can't eat
Stuffed
that. And you want to
tortellini.
see somebody lose weight in a hurry?
Yeah.
You just take a look at me now and then wait a couple of months. And I'm not joking. I've said that a million times before because this was my last scare.
Gasp.
No, I'm serious.
Good.
Even Dr. Bush, the Bush doctor, he said, look upon this as a good wake-up call. And I said, gee, I've been lying here for 3 hours already. How are you going to wake me up? No, it really is a little ponderous. You're laying there with that gown on.
Never been there.
You never been in that situation?
Never worn
you
a
will.
gown.
Something to look forward to, George, when you get to be
yeah.
old and decrepit like
Can't
me.
wait.
When you get to be an old fart like me.
Boy! Thinking of bringing my own gown.
And you're laying there and you feel so helpless, you know? And that's what they want. That's the whole ideal of the medical profession, is to make you feel helpless and humiliated with that gown.
With
Like
your
Dr.
ass
Mendelsohn
flapping
used
in
to
the
say.
breeze.
Of course, Dr. Mendelsohn is still dead. Anyway, thanks again to Sal Falcone. He brought us in some great water the other day. Smart and Final and Henry Lee is the joint that he works for. Now, what was the La Romanella? That's the new water, which I'm drinking it right now. What am I looking over there? It's from the ancient Roman spring, and it is really good crap, man.
I don't know what that pasta was. It was not...
Agua minerale con gas, this is. Con gas.
See.
Well, that's right, you don't like con gas.
It's all right.
You
know,
like plain.
it's
You like
grown
plain,
on
kind of
me.
like you. It fits in with your personality. Like plain.
Right.
Me, on the other hand, lots of gas.
We were out of the regular kind once, and that's all that was in there. And it kind of grew on me. The frizzante, yeah.
Frizzante.
It grew on me.
Casata. 5670560. Welcome to our multilingual show here. We're going to have Gilbert on as a guest tomorrow. Not.
Coxahoist.
Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Okay, here's a guy that's
How you
on
doing, Neil?
I thought you were under the bed, maybe.
Oh, yeah, well, kind of, man. I've been trying to reach you for about 4 days.
Maybe you're hiding in a cave like Osama.
Well, some of your mama. Hey, listen, let me tell you something, man.
Your mama, yeah.
These people are all talking about that Bush and this and that. Listen, well, wait a minute. You know, I can't remember what I was going to say.
Hey, don't be making a face at him. He's under a lot of pressure, okay?
I understand.
God. He's sealing up the house big time. He's going to go out and buy one of them little desks like we used to have in kindergarten so you can hide under it. Well, if it worked back then against a nuclear bomb, it sure as hell ought to work against a little radiation or something. A little suitcase bomb. Una bomba pequeña. Right?
You'd think.
Well, a little one. 5670560, pound 560 on the 8. I mean, they got everybody so on edge now. It's a wonder that anybody, in fact, we ought to thank the fact we got any callers here today. We congratulate the audience on having the balls to at least extend your hand as far as the phone. Here's Davey. Hello.
I'm crazy.
Steve's still crazy. Okay, mark it down, George. Still crazy. Here's Miami Springs. Hello.
Morning, Neil.
Morning to you.
Yeah. I tell you, you blew my mind when you talk about Mattoon, Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my mom's hometown.
Well, how do you like that?
Yeah. And anyway.
Now, wait a minute. Mattoon or Mattoon?
Mattoon.
Mattoon.
Mattoon. It's pronounced Mattoon.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's my mom's hometown, and I mean, sad to say, she's been gone 2.5 years now. But she never ever told me about this. I mean, when you said about that just totally blew my mind.
Well, maybe she didn't know about it.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, well, she was 20 at the time, and I don't know, maybe, she might have been in college at the time. I'm not sure. But
she might have been responsible for it, so now we can feel safe. I mean, I'm sorry for you that she's gone, but there's always a silver lining in every dark cloud, and I can find it.
Yeah, thanks, Neil. Hey, yes.
Well, let me ask you this: did she leave you any money?
A little bit.
Well, see, there you go.
so that was in the National Enquirer?
Which one?
No, I mean...
the Mattoon, yes. Yeah. It's in the February 18th. The one with the big, fat, huge picture of Rosie on the cover.
Yeah,
Fat, huge, 310 pounds.
Yeah, I'm going to go right out by that. In fact, I'm going to show that to my brothers and my sister, and that's going to blow their mind.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Neil.
Good luck to you. Now, why do you always make a face? He just talks too fast.
He's a good guy.
Yes, you do.
I was making
you
a blank face.
You make fun of people who are like, the mystery of America's first bioterrorist attack. It's on page 8, by the way, sir, and everybody else. Pick it up at your Publix while you're buying all your water and your, you can't get your Visqueen there. You gotta go to your hardware store to get your Visqueen.
Home Depot has it.
That's what I just got you saying.
It's
a hardware, whatever the hell it is. They know what I'm talking about. Lindsley Lumber. It may not be open now, but one of these days they'll reopen it.
But they got some great specials.
They got some package deals. It happened 60 years ago during WW2, and it's still unsolved. The anesthetic prowler is on the loose. Well, it was on the loose in Mattoon, Illinois. How do you like that? Tough game for the Leafs last night. Lost Edmonton 5-4. A very exciting game. It was 3-0 Edmonton, and then it kept coming back. Fell short. Michael Renberg almost tied it up late. Anybody care about that?
No.
I do. Leafs have been sold. New ownership now. Not sold, actually, but whatever. Nobody cares about these things here. Just a vacuous place. What do they care? We keep asking that question day after day, week after week, year after year. What do they care about? We don't know. Even today, look how hard it was. I mean, we got them going now, but it was a battle. Of course, George was on yesterday.
Right.
Well, but George had a great show yesterday, thanks to me.
Thanks to you.
Leaving on a great topic like that. What was your favorite character from any movie? That was a damn good poll, if you ask me. I wish that I would have saved that for today and not given it to a punk like you. That was a great poll. I mean, the poll today is like, I don't know. I felt compelled to do it.
Right.
The one tomorrow, the one that Duff gave me for tomorrow, and will be even better, though.
Yeah. Oh, you were supposed to tell me during the break and you forgot.
Oh, well, the poll he suggests is, and I don't want any suggestions today. Keep it in mind, okay? What person would you rather die than have sex with?
Ooh. Good
one. What person would you... See, he phrased it better than I did. I wrote it down. Where did I write it down? Come on, you silly old fart. We only got a 4-hour show. I'd rather... Here it is. Yeah, good wording, Duff. He said, I'd rather drop dead than have sex with blank. Okay? I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Don't be throwing it away. If people come in here and they Schmidt can all my stuff here. Because that's what this show is about. It's about Schmidt. Is that really the name of the movie?
About Schmidt.
I love it. Isn't that what life is becoming all about? It's about Schmidt lately. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Yes, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is from some probably unreliable sources, but
okay.
It says Bush and high-ranking officials in his administration are tied to big duct tape and big Visqueen.
Too bad he had a cheap phone, you know what? Maybe the president can get you a good one. 5670560. Oh, so anyway, they took out Bob Graham's, very important, put them on hold, whoever that is, very important point. Oh, Duff's all excited because we're doing this poll tomorrow. Very important point, George. They took out John Kerry's prostate.
Right.
They took out Bob Graham's heart. Dick Gebhardt?
Yeah.
What are they going to take out on him? Anyway, don't answer the question. Just think about it. Think about it. There's Boca Brian with that nice fedora that he's got looking like... Oh, the chicken neck is really sticking out this week.
Should have seen what they were doing to him in there.
I can only imagine. It looked like
they hook him up to electrodes.
It looks to me like they stretched it a little bit, and the neck too. Look at that. Seriously.
They strap him into a chair.
Did you lose more weight?
Yeah, he did.
Why? What do you want to do, slip under the door? He looks like a pencil-neck geek now, doesn't he? You look bad.
He looks great.
No, he does not look great. He weighs about, 85 pounds now, soaking wet? Look at that neck.
That's what happens. You get a bit of a waddle going when you lose weight.
You know what he looks like now? I think he's doing this to get at me now. He looks like a shorter, not quite so old version of my father with a hat.
Oh, it's all by design.
And he's dead. I just mentioned that in passing. Don't take it personal. He's dead. Of course, he did live till 90, but he was still a prick. 19 till noon at 560 WQAM. For years I've been telling you about the health benefits of Oleomed, and I keep telling you because this stuff works. How do you like that? Oleomed soft gels contain pharmaceutical-grade olive oil, not ordinary olive oil, but the best. It's super concentrated and loaded with health benefits. Oleomed every day can help reduce the risk of heart disease and high cholesterol, too. Plus, there are 14 different Oleomed formulas to choose from. Each one combines pharmaceutical-grade olive oil with vitamins, minerals, and herbals to support specific health needs, from bones to blood pressure to the immune system. Just choose the formulas that are right for you. And now there are 3 new Oleomed formulas, one to help you sleep, one to help you control your weight, and what does that say? That's not right. CoQ10. Oh, who wrote this? And it's from, I'm so sad. I want to kill myself. CoQ10, I should know, because I take it every day and it's great for your heart. Look how good, I got a good squeeze, my doctor told me yesterday, and we will too. You'll find Oleomed all over town. Pick some up today at Publix, Eckerd's, Walgreens, Whole Food Markets, Navarro's, and Sedano's, or you can order online at oleomedamerica.com. If you want to get more information about their products and what they can do for you and where you should be sticking them, call 1-866-OLEOMED. That's 1-866-653-6633. Get your Oleomed today and start feeling healthier again.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Bang you in the butt, honey.
And we'll have more of the stupid appendants of the Mohammed and David show after this word from our friends at the Memory Loss Center. Our friends at the Memory Loss Center, what was I doing? What are you laughing at, Doc, you fat blimp? You know who I am? How dare you make fun of me? Why, I'll have you know, I'm the...
Oh, your teeth fell out! Your teeth! They fell out!
All right, Doc, you're fired. Get out!
Get out, Doc!
Never mind that.
Get out!
You're fired! Get out!
Watch your teeth!
Bastard. I'll show that old bastard. Perfect. An ice cream truck.
Special today on strawberry and Cucamonga pops.
Get out of here, kid. Scram! You, get back in the truck and do what I say.
See?
All right, now drive.
See?
Just shut up and keep driving. Back and forth in front of the station.
See? May I ask what you are doing?
I'm changing the sign. Gotta earn a living somehow. There.
3 mammograms?
Sure. Then all the broad's got to do is lock them babies right up here in the window, and we perform a public service.
We are being flagged down.
Go ahead. Hey, you kids, get out of here. This ain't an ice cream truck no more. Now go get your mother.
Uh-oh, the police are coming.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Okay.
It's illegal. Quick, drive back to the station. Mo should be walking out right about now.
See?
There he is. Let me off this. Hey, Mo!
Hamstring, you loser, you failure!
Come here!
You bum!
Come here!
Hey!
I just want to talk to you!
Don't touch me! You know my
It's my turn now, you old bastard! Get over here!
Get out of my pants!
Hang over! No! Yo! Zach's raping Mo!
11:48 at 560 WQM. Here's a hostile fax from Joy, who was faxing yesterday with the slightly changed handwriting. Bush keeps winning his way in spite of all you Bush bashers. You never offer alternatives, only skepticism, which is wrong. While Bush is doing something to spread democracy in the Middle East, you want to appease, and that encourages the Arabs to cut the one democracy in the region, Israel, down to size. You following that?
Sounds like a bunch of stuff and nonsense.
Exactly. All I can say to that is 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
I was going to hide out in Taormina until things cooled off, but maybe Costa Rica sounds better. And I don't
sounds
know why
like a good time. At least it's cheap down there anyway.
Yeah, and I don't know why you want to go to Michigan. Ann Arbor has the biggest mosque in the country.
I forgot about that. And don't forget about Detroit, Dearborn.
That's right.
I'm not going there.
I don't know, and I'm afraid that when we uncover some more things, that fingerprints from the French and the Germans are going to be all over everything. I just don't think it's being pacifist. I think there's more to it.
The fingerprints of the French and the Germans.
Yep. When they get done shredding all that chemical warfare information that's written in French and German,
yeah,
maybe the French and German will join us.
Okay, whatever you say. Do you follow what he was saying? I think he was in bed with Joy that was faxing me.
Wow.
Okay. I think what they both said was like that. Their fingerprints are all over it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT. See, that's one good thing when you get into something like this. Everybody's got all these wild cockamamie ideas, and everybody's an expert, and everybody's got some wild theory. We just kind of like sit back and watch it and weep. Here's Hialeah. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Okay.
This poll of yours, who would you rather die than? Would you rather
yeah,
die
that's
than
tomorrow's
sleep
poll.
with?
Yeah, that's tomorrow's poll. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon. See, I told you. Thank goodness we got that noon to one comedy bits hour. We don't have to take any calls in that hour because then, for tomorrow's poll. No, tomorrow do tomorrow's poll. See, that's the way it works. Today we do today's poll. Tomorrow we'll work on tomorrow's poll. That's my philosophy. Each day, try to work on a different poll.
Grease it up and work on it.
There you go. Well, you grease it up. Get out that Crisco, like the guy said. Get out your Visqueen. Get out your duct tape.
Your bottled water.
Lots and lots of bottled water. A little sterno would be good. And see, I told you, I knew I mentioned beefaroni before. There's a reason for it. Oh, if you got a sterno stove, huh?
Right.
Because the electric might go out.
And if you're a sterno junkie,
you can just sniff the old sterno. You can snort it. Smells like crap. No, seriously, a little beefaroni wouldn't be bad. No more beefaroni for you, mister, not after all these problems you're having. All these fat attacks. This place is a killer. McLean, of course, if it weren't for George forcing all that food on me the last 5-6 weeks, that's what it's all about. Carlos isn't here to stick up for me because he was a witness. He saw it. All those meals that were forced down my throat, practically force-fed. Not that the food wasn't good. We appreciate Wayne Arnold's very much, and Pizza Loft, and who else? Who else brought in food? Flores? And the Corkies. Oh, now that was a bad day. And you want to know why it was such a bad day? Because they caught us off guard.
Right.
They sent Mo and Geldy food in the morning, which we thought was the food that we had begged for, and they knew nothing about it. They were happy to eat it, though. And so we ate a whole bunch of that, and then they sent us our own food later on. Man, oh man, I consumed so much food that day, it was like a miracle. It was unbelievable. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line as we continue lining up the cockamamie theories about all the evildoers and evil things in the world today. Here's Miramar. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Neil?
Okay.
Hey, well, let me just preface this by saying that I'm not an expert, but I used to be in the military, and I took chem warfare training, and last time I checked, the only way you can really stop it is if you have a filter for the kind of chemical agent that you're up against, and they really have no idea what you're going to get.
Right.
It could be anthrax, could be anything. But also, I didn't really watch the news, but heard it on your show about how they should duct tape the windows and the vents. But if you do that to prevent the agents from coming in, you would have to prevent air exchange, because that's how it's going to come in.
Right.
So if you prevent air exchange, how are you going to get oxygen? Unless you got some kind of O2 generator or something.
Now you're talking.
It's not going to do you any good. So if you ask me, it's kind of irresponsible on the part of whoever, put that out there, if it was the government, the news, but it's ridiculous. Like I said, I didn't hear exactly what they said, how you should do it, but everything I learned, there's no way to stop it unless you know exactly. Because like I said, they have to train you for a specific agent.
Right.
And there's no one filter that's going to stop everything.
Amen. Okay, thanks a lot.
No problem.
That's as in oxygen tanks. Let's get a whole bunch of oxygen tanks. What do you say? Well, that would be good.
We're in the right town for it. All those scuba places, you can get all kinds of tanks.
See, I mean, he made an excellent point, but I wish he wouldn't have put that out there to the public, because now they'll all be lined up in the oxygen joints.
Yeah. I heard Michael Jackson sleeps in an oxygen tent. Let's go steal his.
Oh, or let's just set it on fire. Just for a little while. It's just a joke. Well, like I said, for a little while, a couple hours. 5670560. I wonder if that nose would melt, do you think? You know it would.
In the sun.
They did a thing on ABC's Good Morning America this morning about Michael Jackson's plastic surgery. This in the middle of all these other things going on. And they still can't get off of Michael Jackson, in the nose. And then Joe Costello comes in and he and Carlos team up on us and are giving us a big song and dance about he's not a pedophile and they feel sorry for him and he didn't do this and he never stole a freight train. See, I think Carlos can relate to him because he kind of they're starting to look alike. Real bizarre, freaky. Right?
In one case, it's natural, though.
Never seen them together. Joe Costello, on the other hand, I don't know what Joe's story is. I don't know. I have no clue what his deal is.
Joe is Joe.
Right. And always will be. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape? 526 votes. 162 say it changes nothing. Proves that Bush is playing into his hands, 143. All the more reason to attack Iraq now, 114. What, me worry? 66. It's not him, he's really dead, 41. Be saying that. Want to take another quick one before we do the break?
Yeah, sure.
Because it's Port St. Lucie. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Couple quick things that I find important nobody's talking about. Out of 10% of the population's gay, why aren't there any gay porn channels on satellite? That's number one. And if you can't find any Vis Queen, is it possible to take refuge inside an old queen?
Something to think about. Not this one. 4 minutes till noon. He better move to Europe, I guess, if he wants gay porn channels. Oh, yeah, they got porn channels over there up the... Well, anyway.
Up the satellite.
They got whatever you want, okay? All kinds of stuff. Because they're like light years ahead of us. They're not uptight about this stuff. They're not all goody two-shoes. They're not being repressed by a bunch of religious fanatics who are running around screaming that the world is ending and stuff like that. I think we ought to be not letting Armageddon take us down this road, you know what I'm saying? I think we're getting led down the garden path. And we don't want to take this folk in the road at all. 4 minutes till noon at 560 WQM. Hey, guys, if you spent the entire year last year avoiding looking in the mirrors, if you're walking around wearing a stupid-looking hat because your bald spot is like chasing birds and the animals away, look at that, Boca Brown with that silly fedora. Oh, my God. Even Tessie would be embarrassed. Get rid of that bald spot with my good buddy Charles Alfieri. The natural hairline system is as natural, as great as it looks, unless it's your real hair. And people will think it is because the natural hairline system is called that because it looks like it's grown right out of your scalp, as opposed to a barnyard animal died on your head, as opposed to big holes drilled in your head, as opposed to those dangerous pills that don't do a damn thing except take money out of your wallet. For over 25 years now, Charlie's been working with the famous and the infamous and in between, because even the rich guys know that nobody can give them a better looking head of hair. So if you want to get laid once in a while, if you want to look better and younger than you have in a long time, call Chuck Alfieri. There's no obligation. He'll give you a free consultation, sit your ass down and show you just how much better he can make you look. And be sure and mention my name. It'll save you $200 off the regular price. Here's the toll-free number, 1-800-321-2413. 1-800-321-2413. Before the big bombs start dropping, call Charles Alfieri and at least go out looking your best. Or check him out on the web if you like at charlesalfieri.com.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
I'm Osama bin Laden, and whenever I am in Miami, I listen to Neil Rogers 12 to 1 hour.
The most controversial movie of our time, Martin Scorsese's The Last Temptation of Christ, recently became available for home viewing on cassette. Religious groups, miffed at the release of the film theatrically, became outraged on the event of its home distribution. And so, for your spiritual edification, and for those who don't have VCRs at the price of a movie ticket, we are proud to present live Part 1, the radio version of Martin Scorsese's The Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh! Ah! Oh! Hey, bud, want to buy a hot stereo?
Gee, I better not.
Okay.
Ah! Oh! And so the controversy continues. Tune in tomorrow for part 2, Martin Scorsese's The Second Last Temptation of Christ. Good day.
Oh, fat ass Rosie, please go away. Find a new way to attack a buffet. Go home and eat your ho-hos till you explode. Just like your fat shut-in ladies have to buy 2 seats on a plane. Smelling your fingers that have yellow stain from Cheetos. Can't see your toes. Past your piggy poo nose. Proud to be fat, disgusting, and pasty. Oi! You make the shut-in women smile. They like a gal who's fat and sassy. Big smelly fat, so repulsive and vile. Your body cheese smells like a crapper. After it was occupied by Ed Asner. Need a shoehorn to get into your car, 'cause you're too goddamn wide. Oink and squeal, oink and squeal, oink and squeal. Fat lady, living with your lover lesbian. Slobbering and snorting a tree between her knees. Mashed potato yeast. Smells fishy to me. Lapping up a tuna that's moist and tasty. Hey!
Hey, you won't play this, so I better.
I'm singing this song and I'm feeling kind of sad. I got my smile from Mom, but my chest came from my dad. I've got a body like a driving range mat. When it's cold outside, use my nips to hang your hat. I can blow in your ear, give you a lap dance, but you won't notice me till I get some implants. I need a guy who ain't got issues, like feeling up a chest and finding tissues. Guys say I'm cute, they say I'm pretty. I'm not one who needs your pity. I've got a nice ass and purr like a kissy, but I can't get a man, 'cause I got no titties.
Got no titties.
The Wonder Bra is something I can't afford. When you lay on me, you'll swear you're on a diving board. When I turned 11, I started to get pubes. Now I'm 24 and still waiting on my boobs. Guys say I'm cute, they say I'm pretty. I'm not one who needs your pity. I've got a nice ass and purr like a kissy, but I can't get a man, 'cause I've got no titties.
Got no titties.
I've got no titties.
Itty bitty.
I've got no titties.
Itty bitty.
No titties.
It's my little round coop. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. It pleases me to brag about, so don't put me down. I must tell you of my car that's metallic brown. It has a hole in the trunk and a dent in the door, and you can see the road through the hole in the floor. It's my little round coupe. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. It's an 82 Corolla with one headlight, so when it gets dark I get to use my bright. When something breaks down, no, it's not hard to fix, 'cause duct tape and baling wire does the trick. It's my little round coupe. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. I never knew how to drive a car before, but they handed me the keys when I got too short. And if that ain't enough to make you really flip, there's one more thing. I got no brakes, sorry. It fills up with water on a rainy day, but the tape on the window seems to work okay. The front wheels start to shake when I try to steer, and I can't get us out of second gear. It's my little round coupe. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. It's my little brown coupe. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. Yes, my little brown coupe.
It's the little old lady from Hialeah. It's the little old lady from Hialeah. Granny slow, granny slow, granny slow. With a baseball cap and a silk gardenia. Granny slow, granny slow, granny slow. Hidden in a rickety rundown shack. She's got a mint-condition 68 Cadillac. Now I can't think of no one who could make me meaner than that little old lady from Hialeah. She crawls and she stalls, she's a real old fart. She's the terror of Hallandale Beach Boulevard. She's a little old lady from Hialeah. It's the little old lady from Hialeah. Granny slow, granny slow, granny slow. She'll cut you off and act like she's never seen ya. Granny slow, granny slow, granny slow. Don't try and blow your horn to agitate her, 'cause she'll only keep sucking on a respirator. Now I can't think of no one who would make me meaner than that little old lady from Hialeah. She crawls and she stalls, she's a real old fart. She's the terror of Hallandale Beach Boulevard. She's the little old lady from Hialeah. It's the little old lady from Hialeah. Granny slow, granny slow, granny slow. It's the little old lady from Hialeah. Granny slow, granny slow, granny slow. It's the little old lady from Hialeah.
Do you have any idea why I played that?
I give up.
I don't know either. Moment of weakness. 8 minutes past noon. Here's a good fact, though. It says, how would you handle the Middle East? It says we have one foot in with Israel, so now we have to put both in or both out. You seem to think we should do the hoochie-coochie and just shake it all about. I think that's an excellent idea.
You shake it.
JTS. It says do the hoochie-coochie and shake it all about. I like that. I think that's a lot better than whatever's going to go on, including all that poison gas and suitcase bombs and other stuff that we don't want. But it's just a thought. Here's another thought. Valentine's Day is only 2 days away. And, of course, what women really want for you is to have you put a little thought and creativity into your gift. That's what they want. Got it? This year, express yourself in a fun and original way and say it with the Vermont Teddy Bear. Just call toll-free 1-800-829-BEAR, and a friendly bear counselor will help you choose from over 100 bears handcrafted in Vermont and delivered in a colorful gift box with a free card and chocolate. Tell her she lights your fire with the new Burnin' Love Bear, dressed like a hunky fireman with a love tattoo on his arm. Or say I'm wild about you with a Jungle Love Bear. They've even got bears for her hobby or occupation. Sending a Vermont Teddy Bear is creative and a personal alternative to flowers which die in a matter of hours. And unlike those flowers, this will be around a long time after Valentine's Day. Send her a bear to the office so her coworkers can see just how thoughtful and romantic you're pretending to be. Overnight and Valentine's Day delivery guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-829-BEAR or shop online at VermontTeddyBear.com. This year, say it with a Vermont Teddy Bear for Valentine's Day, and be sure and tell them that old Neil told you to call. 1-800-829-BEAR, and then do the hoochie-coochie and shake it all about.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sky is falling.
Nobody pass, or caskets draped with glass, and let the television gently spoon feed you. I'll tell you something that you won't be seeing on the news. We're burning, we're burning, we're burning our troops. We're burning, we're burning, we're burning our troops. They have good lights in the dark. A noble act of treason with our best interest at heart. Don't need no civil rights if you have nothing to hide. So just relax on your fat ass and watch the old food too. Life be concerned long as you know it ain't gonna be you. We're burning, we're burning, we're burning our truths. We're burning, we're burning, we're burning our truths.
Oi!
Why do people think I'm gay? Why do people say such things? Assuming I like ding-a-lings. Why do they think I'm gay? They talk, but no one knows. If I really get the hose, why do they think I'm gay? I'm a studly, handsome guy. I'm drunk most afternoons. It's none of your business why I like show tunes. All the rumors make me sick. People think I drive a stick. Why do they think I'm gay? I ain't gay. Help me pass the word on. This dude here's no Elton John. Why do they think I'm gay? Guys in the gym, they can't cope. They're afraid to drop the soap. Why do they think I'm gay? I ain't one bit feminine. I'm a manly man. Last I checked, it ain't a sin to be a Liza fan. Tell me why. Oh, tell me why. Why do they think I'm gay? Why do they think I'm gay? Nice butt.
You're gay.
Mr. Power. Thank you, and good morning. I'm here to address the United Nations with incontrovertible evidence of Saddam Hussein's elusive weapons of mass destruction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll just watch the screen in front of you, you will see our renderings of Saddam's arsenal. Now, this is more than just a cartoon, because we feel Wile E. Coyote is analogous to Saddam. As you can see, he hides quite an arsenal of weaponry in his cave. Now, this scene here proves beyond any shadow of doubt that Saddam is indeed hiding his weapons. You'll observe the coyote holding his ears in anticipation of destroying his infidel enemy, only to discover his own nuclear warhead pointing up his butt. Now, here, in an attempt to escape invading forces, he paints a picture on a rock, no pun intended, thinking, of course, he can run through the picture he painted. I hereby submit this as conclusive proof and look forward to your support. Thank you.
Everyone in office did the same as me. The only difference was they were a little more discreet. You elected me your president, not your saint. No matter who you put here, it'll always be the same. From Washington to Bush, they all had something on the side, but the press thought it was best to keep it quiet at the time. It happened back then, and it's never gonna stop. Every president has done the presidential bop. When FDR was giving us a brand new deal, Eleanor was giving chicks a reason to squeal. Eisenhower did it back in World War II. Told his driver that he liked her and the exclusion dude. Nixon liked interpreters that spoke Chinese. And don't get me started on the Kennedys. It happened back then, and it's never gonna stop. 'Cause every president has done the presidential bop. I guess you could say I'm in the minor leagues compared to what went on with the Kennedys. The girls I had all look bad and make you limp. Well, that's because I don't have Peter Lawford for my pimp. It wasn't a coincidence or just bad luck that Hoover is the name of a vacuum that sucks. It happened back then, and it's never gonna stop. Every president has done the presidential bop. When you're the president, you have to ask yourself, why not? 'Cause every president has done the presidential bop. Ken Starr may think it's criminal, but I hope it's not. 'Cause every president has done the presidential bop.
Welcome back to the glittering pageantry of the Mohammed and David Show. We have a full docket today, including a cavalcade of articulate athlete interviews. You know that pipe smoker's still at it. What? Singing those songs, making fun of me. They make fun of me all the time. I don't know why they don't adore me.
There, everything will be all right, Mo.
Get your hands off me, you fairy. You queer? You tube chomper? Real men don't touch, only during the game.
Yes, master.
They want singing? I'll give them singing. Get on a piano. Over there.
Okay, Mo.
Now, hit it. Back in my day, men were straight.
Being gay is hip today.
That's why I can't tolerate jizz guzzling gays.
Sport holes weren't gay back
Stop it, you moron!
What's the matter, Mo?
My wig fell off again. Okay. All right, where were we?
Sport holes weren't gay back
I'll take it from here. The guys that like to worship men.
Good thing we won't see Portland or Wayland and Madam again.
Didn't need to soothe prostates.
Or to tickle hairy taint.
Jesus Christ, I really hate
Jizz guzzling
Thank you for calling. This is T-Tony. How may I help you?
I just picked up my 92 Accord from your lot, and there is a huge turd in the back seat.
A huge turd?
Yes.
And there's what in the back seat?
A turd. A big-ass human turd in the back seat of my car.
Ma'am, I assure you, our guys did not take a dump in your car. If you want to, bring that car back and we'll take a look at it.
You want to take a look at it? My car is fine. It's that big-ass turd in the back seat.
Okay, what would you like me to do?
I said, okay, how about I go to your house and pitch a loaf on your couch?
Ma'am.
How about that?
Ma'am, what would you like me to do to fix the situation?
I want somebody to come over here, get this turd out my back seat.
That's not going to happen.
Car. What do you mean it's not going to happen?
You can bring the car here and we can take a look at it.
I am. I'm going to bring it back there. You know what I'm going to do?
Huh.
I'm going to take a dump in every last car you got there. I'm going to pee on your counter. I'm going to do it all to show you how it feels.
Okay,
and you know what? You sound like a big burly man. It probably came out your ass.
Oh, yeah, I don't make it a habit of going out and taking a dump in the car.
How much do you weigh?
About 400 pounds.
That's your turd. That's
my
your
turd, huh?
Yes.
That came up from a 400-pound man, huh?
This is a 400-pound man. Either that or a gorilla.
Okay.
I'm driving this car right to my lawyer's office, and I'm going to let the whole world see. You're going to be on the news this evening, buddy. I'm going to get 7 on my side. Watch. You're going to be on the news.
Can you describe the piece of shit? I mean, what does it look like?
You know what it is. It came out your ass. What the hell? What kind of asking me what color? I tell you what, it smells ungodly. That's what it smells like. Smells like you sold your ass to the devil. That came from the pits of hell.
Well, how big is it? How long is it?
It's not as long as my arm. I don't think it's fun. Why y'all? This is not fun. I got a damn 2x4 in my back seat. You know, I think this some racial shit too. That's what this is. Little kids are running away from it. I'm glad y'all find this funny.
Okay.
You probably on the steering wheels too, don't you?
All right. How long does it look like it's been sitting there?
Steve is coming off of it, okay?
Steam is coming off of it?
Yes.
Well, it can't be there that long now, huh?
I am taking it's a fresh turd.
Okay. What you need to do is you need to bring that turd back, and we'll match it up. We got a lineup. We'll match it up with the other turds that we have.
Well, what you need to do is learn how to use a toilet.
So you're not going to bring the turd back to me?
No. You know what?
Is this a sample?
No. I'm starting to like it.
You're going to keep it as a fact?
I'm going to keep it because it's a nice, you know what? It's a nice conversation piece.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thank you, brother.
And you're so welcome and have a great day. 576 votes on a poll. What's your take on the latest Bin Laden tape? It changes nothing, 183. Proves that Bush is playing into his hands, 156. All the more reason to attack Iraq now, 124. What, me worry, 67. And it's not him, he's really dead, 46. 26 past noon, we got the Mad Dog, who's still alive. He'll be along at 1, a Humper at 3. We got the hockey stuff tonight, Rangers, Alexei Kovalev. Any interest?
No.
Big game at the Mac Arena. Hey, if you're not getting a good night's sleep, probably one of the culprits is a bad mattress. If your mattress is lumpy, if it's bumpy, if it's a piece of turd, if you pardon that expression, here's the answer for you. Call our good friends at Dial a Mattress, 1-800-MATTRES. They got the best mattresses in the world and an all-around unbeatable deal. Sealy, Serta, Simmons, King Coil, every size, every style, exactly the one you want is in stock, ready for just about immediate delivery. And you got 30 days to try it out, too, to see if it's right for you and your back. And they deliver whenever it's convenient for you, any day, 7 days of the week, and you picked it to our window. So call 1-800-MATTRESS right now. You'll be sleeping like a baby as soon as tonight. They are unbeatable, everyday low prices, too. 1-800-MATTRES for Dial a Mattress, the answer for a perfect night's sleep for years to come. Or check them out on the web if you like at mattress.com.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Mandich, I f***ed him. Oh!
What's the big deal about my war? I don't understand what all the protesting's for. Don't you love driving your SUV? I'm gonna try my best to get you all the gas it needs. Now tell me, what is human life compared to fuel? So a few people have to die, hey, as long as it's not you on the battle line. Best to get you all the gas it needs. Now tell me, what is human life compared to fuel? So a few people have to die, hey, as long as it's not you.
It's Silence of the f***ing Lambs, mate!
1991's Oscar winner, Silence of the Lambs, was about a man who ripped people's faces off and ate their livers and brains. Clearly, he was that year's prestige picture.
It was me gave Roland the idea of hooking up with Anthony Hopkins. You know, Hannibal the Cannibal.
Fine Young Cannibal's financially strapped manager, Slappy Gold, was the inspiration behind a series of spoken word recordings featuring Hannibal Lecter, interpreting the works of fine young cannibals. I can't stop. The way I feel. Things you do don't seem real. She drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh, like no one else. Ooh, ooh. She drives me crazy, and I can't help myself.
I admit I made an error in judgment. We paid Sir Anthony 15 million quid, and we sold, let me see here, 9 copies.
Rumor has it that the rest of the band was so despondent, they ate each other. Of course, they didn't make very good food. They're British. It's a big, juicy, sopping wet look at show business, tonight, on Inside the Behind.
Watching Dwight Lauderdale, talking about how bums are stealing 95's guardrail, when suddenly, with a bulletin to dish up, onto the screen came his partner, Ann Bishop. She said, this just in, to Eyewitness News. It's Governor Martinez and the True Live crew. We'll have more details coming up at 5:30. He pulled them from the stores, cause they so dirty.
Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. They curse all the time. Oh, they're so dirty. So dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. They curse all the time.
Bob had heard the album, and he was appalled. He said, thank you, Janet Reno. I'm glad that you called. We've got to take a stand against this dirty rhyme. Besides, it's really close to election time. His Broward judge friend said, I will not fail ya. We'll censor any mention of genitalia. They're selling sex to kids going through puberty. The Two Live crew, yeah, they so dirty.
Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. They curse all the time. Oh, they're so dirty. So dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. They curse all the time.
He kicked rapper butt to show he had guts, though most of the people said, this guy is a putz. He rid the land of that noise pollution, even though it went against the Constitution. And what did Luke do during all of this jive? Sold 10,000 more copies at $12.95. He bought a brand new Mercedes. It's really pretty, driving it to the bank, cause he's so dirty.
Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. They curse all the time. Oh, they're so dirty.
And what did Luke do during all of this jive? Sold 10,000 more copies at $12.95. He bought a brand new Mercedes. It's really pretty, driving it to the bank, cause he's so dirty.
Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, they're so dirty. Oh.
This is the Neil Rogers Show. This is your brain. Any questions?
Well, I took off my shoes today, my watch and ring, my gold chain. To my surprise, going through X-ray, I heard, sir, would you walk this way with arms wide open? Please spread your legs wide. We must check every place before you get to your gate. Now keep your arms wide open. Keep your arms wide open. I don't if I'm ready for all this new security. I look up while they scan my sights. I stand in awe. There goes my flight. Keep your arms wide open. Please spread your legs wide. Useless to complain that you just missed your plane. Now keep your arms wide open.
Yes.
And keep your legs spread wide. Welcome to this place. They call it JFK. Now keep your arms wide open. So keep your arms wide open.
The miracle of modern medical science enables us to take you inside the sport hole mind. Listen closely, and you will hear the process of thought inside the mind of a sport hole.
Coach, the patch. Coker.
At 560 WQAM, we actually cater to these individuals by force-feeding them sports 20 hours a day. And why not? Nothing else is going on. Far beyond retarded and lifeless, it is our deepest hope that he can afford a BMW.
Coker, the patch. Coker.
Let's touch him and see what he does.
Can't wait till that morning show. Coach. Coker, the patch.
Big butt. Big butt.
And it just gets bigger every single week. Wonder what she's taking, 'cause she finds it tough to speak.
What a nut.
All awkward and clunky.
What a gut.
Beefy, thick and chunky.
Born in Houston, Texas. In love with her ex's ashes.
Anna's got a backache from her giant rack. Her little doggy sugar pie is taking the Prozac.
Poor mutt.
He's all medicated.
Chunky mutt.
Keeps himself sedated.
Born in Houston, Texas. In love with her ex's ashes.
It's a reality show, pretty much a lot like the other ones, with, single guys and girls on it, getting together. 5 ladies looking for a husband, and we trotted in every degenerate trailer trash loser we could find in a 1-block radius. It's Bachelorettes in Arkansas.
I like the girls, especially that one there with the teeth. I showered up last month for this. Bring on the tang. The ladies are loving it. Meet Cindy, the 29-year-old real estate broker from Southern California.
You have to get me out of here. These guys are driving me crazy. They smell like they actually ate poop.
Bachelorette's in Arkansas.
I think I love Barbara. We're soulmates. She's my sister.
Due to mature themes, parental discretion is advised. Some scenes may be disturbing for younger viewers.
I was having a pretty good date with Reefus, the real tall guy with the one tooth and the beer belly and the Spank My Monkey tank top, when all of a sudden, he just died.
Bachelorette's in Arkansas, this fall on Fox.
All right. Channel 1 at 560, WQM, the Mad Dog at 1. Hey, our friends Tom Lehman and Joe Prieto are up to their eyebrows. They're buried because the factory has sent Hallett so many vehicles they don't know where to stick them. They'd like to stick one in your driveway. Hallett has blown out all the new vehicles, regardless of profit, including the Pontiac 5, starting at only $13,998 and up to $5,000 off every GMC Envoy in stock. Plus, get you 0% financing or up to a $3,000 rebate. And, of course, as always, Hallett's got a great selection of dependable pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Credit problem? Anybody else turn you down for credit? Have no fear because Hallett is here. Right now, it's the Winter Blizzard Emergency Clearance Sale going on at Hallett Pontiac GMC, 13401 South Dixie Highway. That's US 1 across from the Falls, open every day, 7 days a week. As always, mention even more when you mention my name. Did I say mention even more? And save even more. Well, whatever the hell it is. Call them right now, the Neil Rogers Neil Deal Hotline, toll free, 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211. Tell them that incoherent Neil told you to call. Hallett Pontiac GMC, who be professional grade.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Neil, my queen. God.
Is Grandma or Grandpa just getting way too old? Is their constant nagging for attention getting to be a major inconvenience?
Can I get someone to wipe me over here?
If you answered yes to any of these questions, Netherlands.com's Health and Hospitality Division has the answer. Netherlands Euthanasia Services. Over the centuries, millions of people have discovered death to be the preferred alternative to life. Our staff has put together crack medical professionals in Holland, where euthanasia is legal, who will ensure your comfort as they euthanize you or your loved one. You will be flown first class to Amsterdam, where you'll be treated to the most lavish going-away party ever imagined at one of Amsterdam's luxurious 4-star hotels. 2 full days and nights of food, drink, and merriment, followed by professional and comfortable euthanasia. After which, your remains will be sent back to your loved ones or taken care of locally with Netherlands' highest quality body disposal available. So if you're suffering from an incurable disease, or you may just be plain bored with living, log on to Netherlands Euthanasia Services and get the party started.
Don't like all the heartburn. Every time I see that retarded dimwit on my TV. He's President Trump. Republicans muscled in an inarticulate idiot. I don't know why they would want this guy, but now he's here. We're screwed the next 4 years with President Dumb. Oh, what I'd give to count votes once more and get who we all voted for. Lips drumming, stupid key. Mindless, drunk, and rich kid. He's even dumber than me. He's President Dumb. You don't care what it took. You got him in by hook or crook. The Christian right knows what's best for you and I, but have no fear. We've got a great leader here with President Dumb. President Dumb. President Dumb.
I was standing
not thinking I would die from being able to make do-do. I should never eat McDonald's. A Big Mac must be trapped inside my bowels. How can you die from impacted thoughts? Let these bunch of doctors in. Now my heart stopped. You schmucks at Sinai tore my intestines out. I guess I should have known what to expect. Living in Miami.
Did you mung on a CD yesterday?
I didn't play that one.
Somebody munged on it.
I would hack and need to.
If it's right in the
I think it's a helicopter landing on the roof.
If I didn't eat that crab I swallowed. Why can't you lend me some Ducalats? Why can't you losers get it right? My bowels were blocked inside my hiney. Can't make my turds go out.
Oi!
If you cannot find Osama bomber rack,
Yes.
if the markets are a drama bomber rack, if the terrorists are frisky, Pakistan is looking shifty, North Korea is too risky, bomb Iraq. If we have no allies with us, bomb Iraq. If we think that someone's dissed us, bomb Iraq.
Alright.
So to hell with the inspections, let's look up for the elections. Close your mind and take directions, bomb Iraq. Fall in line and follow orders, bomb Iraq. For our might exceeds our borders, bomb Iraq. Disagree, we'll call it treason. Let's make war, not love the season, even if we have no reason, bomb Iraq.
Oh! Yeah, kind of catchy. Want to sing that all day, you know. Anyway, the poll, 629 votes. What's your take on the latest bin Laden tape? It changes nothing, 201. Proves that Bush is playing right into his hands, 172. All the more reason to attack Iraq right now. Stick it to him, 134. What me worries, 74. It's not him, he's really dead, 48. That's it. 629 vote. Treasure Island tonight, 5 to 7. Boca Brian's going to be there with that silly hat. You know something? That's worth the price of admission right there. To see him with it. Now, which is going to be more exciting, the silly hat or the chicken neck?
Bye. The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.